3, Devonye Jackson, 75 yards. First play from scrimmage. It's a Texan touchdown.
Line, and it's headed across the 40 and then some. We may be having some electricity to start this ball game, football fans. Down the sidelines, number 10, that's Keon House. Kickoff return for a Colt touchdown. LeBlanc out of the stretch. Sky towards left center field. The wind is carrying it. Is it gone? It is! Jackson irons with a 2-run shot over the left center field fence. He'll plate Wharton, and it's 6-4. Patomeko with the pass. Narario has a bit of a look. Shot on goal, and he gets it in! Like Burkle out of position. They've got a pass, and they've got a goal! 9-minute mark. And that will be a Diablos goal! 2 tight end set here as we go to the left-hand side with B.J. Rogers. Rogers is into the second level! B.J. Rogers to midfield! One man trying to catch up to him, but he will not! Number 6, in for 6! That will do it! 5:22 to go in the game. JoJo Murray in motion. They're going to do a jet sweep to him on the near side of the field. JoJo Murray across midfield. One man to beat. JoJo Murray's inside the 10. That's a touchdown! That's a touchdown! JoJo Murray on the 60-yard end around!
This broadcast is under intellectual property and may not be repurposed or reproduced without express written consent. Enjoy this presentation from Zach Arnold Productions. Energetic.
And we're back to Wildman Field, historic Wildman Field, here on the east side of Arlington, as the Sam Houston Texans have won the toss. They're elected to receive. So Burleson Centennial is getting ready to kick off. We are a minute away from the kickoff. Burleson Centennial is going to spot the ball at the 40. And Pops, we are about 45 seconds away from getting this game underway.
Yeah, we're looking on the field tonight, and we can see that Sam Houston has changed their color uniform just a little bit. They had all red last week. This week they've got red tops with the red helmet with the script Texans, and Sam Houston's back to receive this first kickoff. Darren Dawkins back deep, Harper to his left, number 20, as we get this thing kicked off.
And that ball is fielded at the 15 by Harper. Harper, good kick, kicks to the right. He cuts to the right. He finds a gap at the 30. He breaks the tackle at the 40. He's going down the field. He has another block at the 45, at the 30, the 20, the 10. Harper is going to take that bad boy in for a touchdown. Touchdown Texans. That was an 83-yard return by Harper to kick the game open. But there's a flag. There's some laundry on the field over here at the 40-yard line.
Right at the 40-yard line, there seems to be a flag on the play. I'm not sure what the call is going to be here, but yeah, there's a flag definitely. We'll have to let this sort out, but that was a great run down the right sideline.
That was great blocking by Sam Houston. Harper went to the left, and as he got back to the 20, he found a cutback lane. He made it all the way around the corner. And when he got to that 30-yard line where the flag was at, Harper had nothing but green grass, broke 2 tackles, and was able to get in the end zone for a touchdown.
The referee signaled that the flag was against Centennial and that the touchdown is good. Sam Houston on the board before we even hardly get this thing started.
What a way to kick off the exciting first 14 seconds with the kickoff return to open the game.
Hernandez back for the point after touchdown kick. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it's good. Sam Houston is already up first for 7-0, and we're going to take a little break here now, early in the game, and go visit one of our supporters. This is live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. This is Texan football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
John Wade Roofing is celebrating 40 years serving the Arlington area. John Sr. played for Colt football and was the team MVP in '76. He went on to play for TCU, earning all conference honors. The family has a Colt legacy that spans generations and wants to help your family's roofing needs, plus gutters, painting, solar, and more. For more information, go to johnwaderoofing.com.
And we're back to Wildman Field, where we have 11 minutes and 46 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter. What we're wanting to let you really know is Sam Houston took that opening kickoff back 83 yards for a touchdown to take a 7-0 lead over Centennial.
Yeah, it's 11:46 into the first quarter, or on the clock in the first quarter, just seconds off the clock, and we've got a Sam Houston lead here. Hernandez is going to kick off to Centennial, and it's a squibber. It's like an onside kick. Hit. Sam may have recovered that, Jot.
The Sam Houston sideline, they're jumping around. They got that ball. We're waiting to see what the referees are going to say, but that ball stood up in the air.
It's Sam Houston ball.
Sam Houston ball at the 35.
Hernandez kicked an onside kick. It was a perfect kick that did an end over end and jumped up in the air, and then it bounced off a Centennial player, and Sam Houston was right there to land on it.
They always tell you when the ball tips in the air to get you, grab it and go straight to the ground. He didn't want to go to the ground. He wanted to catch it and wanted to run. Had no ball. You got no ball now. Sam Houston's going to get the ball at the 35-yard line going in, looking to make this a 14-0 game early. And this is our first chance. You get a look at the quarterback for Sam Houston, Ken Jones. Last week, 59% completion rate, 114 yards and 3 touchdowns. Sam Houston's going to come out in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, running back to the right of Jones. The ball snap. Jones takes a pass, swing pass over to number 17 on the right side of the 40. He's going to get the ball. He's going to take it for a swing, and he's down about the 28-yard line of Sam Houston.
Devin Dawkins with the reception on that play. He was finally brought down by Centennial's number 6, Landry Laney, but not before a pickup of about 7 yards on that play, Jot.
And that's a great way to start. Now you're 1 for 1 with the 7-yard pickup, and you're moving. You're 8 yards away from getting to the red zone. We're looking at 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Sam Houston's got the ball. They're going to come out with another shotgun. 3 receivers left. Running backs on the left of Jones this time. Centennial showing blitz. Jones snaps the ball. Then he hands it off on the inside. And the ball is carried off to the 15, about 17-yard line of Burleson Centennial. So first down, Sam Houston.
Harper broke through the offensive line, the hole that they made for him, and got into that second level. And he took that ball for a first down all the way up to the 19-yard line, 18-yard line. Sam Houston on a roll already, Jot.
And Harper is not a big running back, so it makes it easier for him to duck through that big offensive line. And that's what got him to the red zone. So now 1st and 10. Ball at the 18-yard line of Burleson Centennial. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the left again. This time Harper lines up to the right of Jones. Hand off to Harper again. Harper breaks a tackle at the 18. He finds a hole. He gets out to the 10. 5. He's brought down at the 5-yard line. Big run by Jalen Harper. 15, almost 15-yard run. And now Sam Houston's at the 5-yard line going in.
Harper got behind his big left tackle Jones and left guard Duarte as they pulled left and led the way. And it looked like Harper was kind of running up on their backs. He was running so fast, but they were clearing the way.
At the 5-yard line, the 1st and goal, and that ball is handed off to Harper, and Harper is pushed backwards by number 16 from Burleson Centennial, Jack Long. Jack Long is a defensive end and tight end listed. That is a big boy out there, is able to push through that line and knock Sam Houston back to make it 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line of Burleson Centennial.
Yeah, the hole got filled pretty quickly that time on Harper, and he met a brick wall.
So now Sam, second and goal at the 8-yard line. Jones is looking over for the play. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jones is still looking in. Now he has a tight end back there in the backfield looking at like a fullback. Harper to his right. Jones hands the ball off to Harper. Harper breaks a tackle in the backfield, and he is down at the 2-yard line of Burleson Centennial.
Yeah, number 44, Nick Hart for Centennial, got into the backfield and got his hands on Harper, but Harper did a little move and got away from him.
And that play was sprung by the tight end, Latarius Wilborn, number 88, came in the backfield at a split back formation as a lead blocker. Now it's 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. Sam Houston looking to take a 2-score lead here. Shotgun formation, trips right. Harper to the right of Jones. Harper hands the ball off to Jones, hands the ball off to Harper. Harper breaks a tackle in the backfield. Harper's going to roll around the left end. He's going to go in the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown Texans. 13-0 after a big run by Jalen Harper.
Yeah, he was completely untouched on that play as he waltzed into the end zone. That was just a perfect play call by Chris James and his offensive staff of Dustin Laswell and Cam Sanders all working in concert with each other. But man, it's 8:44 in the first quarter, and Sam's up 2 touchdowns.
Hernandez is back there for the kick, going for his extra point. The extra point is up, and it is good after going 0 for 4 last week on extra points. Sam Houston, 2 for 2, and now they lead 14-0 with 8 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in the first quarter. This is Texan Radio presented by John Wade Roofing. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Taqueria Taco Express is your one-stop shop for all things authentic Mexican in Arlington and Grand Prairie. And this fall, you'll now have 4 stops to choose from. Visit the new location off 20 and Little Road or any of their 3 original locations and try their $10 Taco Tuesday. It includes 5 tacos and an agua fresca. They also feature new birria items plus tortas, gorditas, and more. Find out just how much more by visiting TaqueriaTacoExpress.com. Are you a small business owner looking for reliable insurance coverage? Or perhaps you're navigating the complexities of Medicare? Look no further. Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services is a family-owned independent insurance agency with over 50 years of experience, specializing in tailored insurance solutions for small businesses and their owners. Whether you need property, liability, commercial, auto, or
And we're back to Wildman Field as the Sam Houston Texans with a 14-0 lead are lining up to kick the ball off to Burleson Centennial, hoping to get their first offensive possession of the game. The game opened up with an 83-yard kickoff return, and then after a muffed kickoff return on the first try for Burleson, Sam Houston was able to get the ball, drive down the field, and score. Now it's 14-0. And that ball is kicked off from the 40 by Hernandez. It's fielded at the 29-yard line of Burleson Centennial. The fielder is not able to get much farther. He's down to the 32, and that's where the Spartans will take over their first offensive possession of the game.
Yeah, Jot, this is the first time the Spartan offense is going to be able to get on the field. We're going to have to see who they bring out. Should be quarterback Jacob Torres is who we would expect, but he's the sophomore. maybe Brody Franklin, the junior. They've got a young ball team. So we'll just have to see who they actually, because we have no stats from the game last week.
It looks like Jacob Torres, number 5, is going to be a starting quarterback for the Spartans tonight. And in the backfield, joining him is going to be number 20, Jalen Walker. He's a defensive back and a running back. Looks like he's starting running back. And to start the game off, number 5, Torres, comes out in a 5-wide set. He motions Walker over. Now it's trips right. Now they're motioning again. Now we have 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and they hands it off to Walker. Walker gets up. He breaks a tackle. He breaks another tackle, and then he's brought down by a gang of Texans. 30. He's down at the 32. He got no gain on that one. 2nd and 10.
Well, that's that swarming defense that we talked about in the pregame show. They have a sense for the ball, and they just get attracted to it, and they all collapse on it at the same time. It's hard to pick one player to give credit for the tackle because there's so many of them in on the play.
If I have to give it to anyone, it'd be the linebacker Skurlock. He was the first one that I saw in there, but he was the first one that was able to wrap Harper around the leg. So now it's 2nd and 10 for the Spartans, and they're trying to come up with something. They're looking on the sideline to see where the play is going to be.
Yes, we called There was a flag on the play, evidently. We missed that because they're marching some yardage off against Centennial on that.
Well, now it's going to be first. They look like they took
like a
first
motion call.
They in motion 2 guys at one time, and kind of like a legal formation. So now it's 1st and 15. Ball's going to be at the 32-yard line for the Spartans. We'll do first down again. Torres looks to the left, looking for a call from his coach. Gets the play call. He lets his offensive line know what they're getting ready to do. Shotgun look. 2 receivers to the right. Running back to the right. Torres hands it off again. No, he fakes the handoff. He throws play action. That ball is tipped and it's incomplete. The defense for Sam Houston was all over that. Number 13 for Sam Houston. Isaiah Terrell was the one that tipped that ball in the air.
Yeah, intended for Centennial's number 3, Damian Long, on that play, but it was, like you said, tipped away at the last second by the Sam defense. One thing I learned in my talk with Coach James is Sam switches in and out of a 4-3 defense where 3 men are up front and 4 at linebacker, like they're doing right now. No, that's a 4-3 again. They've been doing back and forth between 4-3 and 3-4. And so they're starting off the game in the 4-3.
And they come out in a 4-3, and they're able to wrap up Walker out. Burleson Centennial on a 2nd and 15 hands the ball to Walker, and he goes nowhere. That 4-3 is working.
Number 30 in on the lead on the tackle again. Jaden Skurlock was the first one to make contact on that play for Sam Houston.
I want to go back to the play before on first down. Number 3, Damian Long, the senior receiver for Centennial. He is from my vantage point, he's a tall receiver. So they might be looking for him most of the night. But it looks like he's going to be matched up by number 13, Isaiah Terrell, as the game goes on. Now it's 3rd and 15. Centennial ball at the 27. Sam Houston comes out in the 3-4. Centennial split look. They send a running back on the motion. They have a wide receiver screen up the middle. And he catches the ball at the 30. He breaks the 35, 40, finds a little hole. He's down at the 41 on the wide receiver screen to number 8, Devin Glass. Number 8, Keelan Gregory, the wide receiver from Centennial. And that brings him just short of the first down line. It's going to be 4th and inches.
Yeah, the Sam Houston defense finally caught up to him, and it's literally about 1 yard short of the first down here. And it looks like they're going to go for it.
4th and inches. They're going to go for it. Down 14 with 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Torres is looking over to the left, looking for a call.
Wait, at the last minute, they've decided to grant them the first down. Without a measurement, they're just going to wave them on, even though the initial spot was short.
Well, Centennial's running the black and whites, and so are the referees, so you never know. But 1st and 10 anyway for Centennial. Ball's going to be at the 42-yard line. Centennial's looking over to the left. Torres, the quarterback. He only had 1 completion, and that was that screen there. Sam Houston's going to come out with another 4-down lineman look. Centennial shotgun, 2 receivers both sides, and a running back to the left. That's Walker. Torres gets the snap. Looks over to his right. The pressure pushes him away. He scrambles out to the right. He throws it over to Walker. Walker catches it on a swing. He breaks the tackle at the 45, the 50. He's down at the 42-yard line of Sam Houston. After breaking the tackle, that's going to give them a first down.
Yeah, he was finally chased out of bounds on the home side by number 10, Dontrell Anderson, but not before they were able to pick up the first down on the play. The ball's sitting right now at about into Sam Houston territory at the 46-yard line.
And Pops, the defensive line for Sam Houston, they're getting back there, moving Torres around. Yeah, I know he's able to complete that pass there, but Torres has not been able to stand up straight in the pocket yet.
Yeah, there was good pressure on him that time. He was just able to get it to his back.
1st and 10 for Centennial. They send him running back in motion. Torres flies over to the right, and he gets a catch over the 30, 38, 39. He's down at the 35-yard line, close to the first down. Can't see the number.
That's number
here.
24, James Brown, the senior on that catch.
Ooh, I feel good after that catch. Right
And he sure does.
he does. He might have some hot pants if he catches a couple more. So it's gonna be 2nd, and they didn't give him the first down. So 2nd and 1. Burleson Centennial under 6:30 to go in the first quarter. Texans still lead 14-0. Shotgun look, 2 receivers to the right. Another swing pass over to number 24 for Centennial. He breaks the tackle and he's down at the 30. He's fighting. Cut the ball at the 30, but a gang of Texans get up to him again down at the 30-yard line. That's number 24, James Brown again. Told you he's gonna have some hot pants at the end of the night catching these balls.
Number 13, Isaiah Terrell, in on the tackle with several of his other compadres on that play, but not before the first down is picked up, and the ball is sitting now right at the Sam Houston 30.
Ball at the Sam Houston 30. Sam Houston comes out with another 4-down lineman look. It's been working. Now they had the linebacker stand up in the 3-4. Centennial comes out with a shotgun look, 2 receivers to the left. The ball is snapped. Torres finds a man open, number 8, and he catches the ball at the 15-10-5 touchdown Centennial. That ball went to Keelan Gregory on a touchdown, and the Spartans are on the board here in the first quarter.
We'll hang around for the point after touchdown kick here and see. Let's see. Their kicker is going to be number 43.
43. That's going to be Jack Miller, the kicker, the junior kicker.
So we'll see how Jack Miller does on the point after touchdown. The kick is up, and it's good. Centennial on the board with 7 points now. That changes our score to 14-7. This is Texan football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Pecan Park Dental isn't your typical dental office. Nestled under the shade of 60-year-old pecan trees, Dr. Stephanie Bangs and her team provide advanced dental care in a warm, inviting setting that feels like home. Whether you're looking for the latest cosmetic dentistry or a cozy place where you and your kids feel at ease, Pecan Park Dental is your go-to in Arlington. Are you a small business owner looking for reliable insurance coverage? Or perhaps you're navigating the complexities of Medicare? Look no further. Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services is a family-owned, independent insurance agency with over 50 years of experience, specializing in tailored insurance solutions for small businesses and their owners. Whether you need property, liability, commercial, auto, or even life and health insurance, their knowledgeable agents can help you feel secure in selecting the insurance you need. Call April or Jason at 817-265-33.
And we're back here to Wildman Field after the Spartans scored to make it a 14-7 game with the Texans lead. And the Texans are looking to get the ball back for the second time. As Burleson Centennial lines up for the kick, the ball is spotted at the 40. Ball is kicked. This one's kicked short. They're not going to give the returner a chance to return this one. And it's kicked out of bounds. So we're going to have a penalty on the kickoff. And Sam Houston will get the ball at the 35-yard line.
Jot, that drive by Centennial looked pretty good. It's advantageous for Sam Houston to not only jump out to that 14-point lead early in this first quarter, but also to set them up with a good spot on the kickoff for this drive. We'll hope to see Sam Houston answer to what Centennial did on that last drive.
And Centennial, you can tell you're scared of a player because you decide to kick the ball out of bounds and not let him return it again. I understand that you practice each week on kickoff returns. That's the last thing you do when you don't want to practice anymore and you're tired. Coach is making you do this, but you do it for a reason, to stay in your lanes, to prevent that. That if you're Centennial, you have to kick that ball deep eventually, some point in time of the game.
Well, after that run back on that first kickoff from the game, I'd be a little shy myself.
After the penalty on the kickoff, Sam Houston get the ball at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Texans lead 14-7. Just under 6 minutes to go. Split back formation, shotgun, 2 receivers to the right. It's going to be a handoff to Harper. Harper's going to break a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and he has a big run. He's brought down at the 50-yard line by number 47 of Burleson Centennial, Jackson Deaton. But Harper was able to find a hole after breaking the tackle at the line of scrimmage and get a good 20-yard gain.
Yeah, he got a good hole again off of center and right tackle, Urbina and Elam, and then he was met by one of the defenders, and he was able to shake him.
It looks like they're going to give Harper I can't tell if they give Harper a break or not, but he might be back there again. But Sam Houston's gonna come out 1st and 10, ball at the 50-yard line, 3 receivers to the right. Jones snaps back, gets the ball, fires over the middle, caught at the 40-yard line. Receivers brought down at the 35-yard line. That's gonna be number 5, Carlos Santillan, one of the guys we talked about early in the pregame as a big target for Ken Jones.
Yeah, Carlos Centennial he was the leading receiver last week for Sam, and that's a good catch right in the middle. He had a nice little up route and sat down right in the middle of the secondary and made a good catch on that.
Sam Houston's driving now, ball at the 35, 3 receivers to the left. Jones gonna take the snap. He hands it off to Harper. Harper breaks a tackle at the 38-yard line. There's a flag. Harper's brought down at the 20, about 25, Burleson Centennial, but there's a flag and an injured player. The injury's gonna be on the injury's on number 26 from Burleson. Messiah Abebio. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. I don't mean to.
He's standing up and he's coming off on his pretty much under his own power, so that's good to see. We don't ever like to see any of these young men on either side of the ball get injured to the point where they have to bring a cart out or something like that. So it's good to see him up and on his feet. One thing we're going to watch for as the penalty is against Centennial, Sam Houston's going to pick up some yardage here. But one thing we watch for in these early games, I know it's still early September, but it's still kind of hot out there, and so we're watching for endurance and cramping throughout the game. But that was just an injury to one of his limbs.
Yeah, it looks more like a right shoulder, maybe a stinger on trying to make the tackle. But either way, he's going to take a seat. The trainer's going to look at him. Meanwhile, after the flag, Sam Houston's going to have the ball down at the 19-yard line. So they're 1st and goal on 1st and 10 and the red zone. And Jones is going to come out in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Harper's to his right. Gets the snap, hands off to Harper. Harper's going to get it, find another hole, but he's not able to get anywhere but 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. That's good defense by number 16 from Burleson Centennial, Jack Long. He's made a couple tackles tonight already. He's a big kid from what we see out here.
Well, Jot, this is exactly what we dialed up for Sam Houston's offense to answer that touchdown from Centennial at on their last possession. Sam Houston's got a good drive going here with the ball inside Centennial territory at about the 13-yard line.
So second and 10, 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line. The ball is snapped. It's a swing to the left, and he breaks the tackle at the 10-yard line. He's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is number 17 for Sam Houston, Devin Dawkins. Another catch for him.
Devin Dawkins with a really good game a game last week in his first game of the season, and he's picking up right where he left off. Sam Houston's offense has the defense for Centennial on their heels right now, Jot.
Yeah, the defense.
Oh, there's another flag here against Sam Houston this time. It was a dead ball foul.
Marking it back against Sam Houston.
Yeah, they're going to mark off 15 on that one.
And as we were talking about earlier about the heat, number 16, Jack Long, who's made a few tackles for Centennial, was throwing up at the 5-yard line. He is gasping for air right now, but he's sticking it out there. He's out there waiting for Centennial, but he is hot. It's hot out there. So now we have the ball after the penalty. It's going to be 2nd down again, ball at the 25-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Jones takes the snap. He fires over to the tight end. That ball is incomplete, but there's a penalty in the backfield. Looked like roughing the passer on Jack Long, possibly. Jones took a shot after the ball was released.
That ball was intended for Latarius Wilburn to the left side, but it was bobbled at the last second. But let's see what the penalty is here. It is roughing the passer against Centennial.
Jones had already fired the ball, and he was looking to the sideline when he took a shot from Jack Long. But that's going to mark off that penalty yardage. It's going to give Sam Houston a 1st down now. So now if you're Centennial, you're giving away free 1st downs, and that's bad mistakes. Sam Houston's going to take advantage of it. Now they're back into the red zone with a 1st down and a chance to go back up by 2 scores.
You know, that's something else that we watch in these early season games is the discipline from each team. And we've already seen several big penalties against both sides tonight.
After that big penalty, Sam Houston's going to come out 1st and 10, ball at the 13-yard line. Jones in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Harper's to his right. Harper gets the ball in the handoff on the counter. He gets good pull by the right guard. Harper's able to break a tackle, get up to the 5-yard line. Good push by the right side of Sam Houston's offense on a pull, 54 and 58.
Yep. Number 50 was in on the lead, too, on that one. Young. Elam was number 54 on that play. And you're right, they're getting some good schemes.
2nd and 5. That ball is handed off to Harper. Harper finds a hole. He breaks. He's down at the 1-yard line, and he is brought down inches from getting the second touchdown of the game. But that was a big run by Harper. He found a hole on the handoff out of the shotgun. And now we're looking at 1st and inches. Yeah, 1st and goal, inches from the goal line. And Sam Houston's knocking on the door to take another 2-touchdown lead.
Yeah, they were close to a first down there, and they were able to get the first down plays with just inches to go to the yard line, basically to the goal line.
As you hear the Centennial crowd that made the trip, they're chanting defense, but Sam Houston comes out on offense. 3 receivers to the left in a shotgun. Harper's to the right of Jones. The ball is snapped. Hand off to Harper. Harper finds the lane, and he is in. Sam Houston touchdown. Harper has the 2nd touchdown of the game, and now Sam Houston is back up by 2 scores, pending the extra point.
Again, running to that right side between the center Urbina and the 54 right guard Elam. Big hole for Harper to just waltz right through.
And now Hernandez is coming out to go for another extra point. As we await the snap. Ball is snapped. It's a little low on the snap, but that ball is up through the uprights. Hernandez, 3 for 3 on extra points after going 0 for 4 last week. So a big difference a week makes for Sam Houston. And now they're up 21-7 with 2 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the first quarter. This is Texan Radio on Texan Radio, presented by Zach Arnold Productions and presented by John Wade Roofing.
Pools in Texas need servicing all year long. At Rami Pools, LLC, we provide quality pool services such as cleaning, maintenance, and repairs. So call 469-951-0107 for a free estimate and ask for Roberto. Rami Pools, LLC. We're going to make you fall in love with your pool again. Hablamos español.
Ready to go? And we're back to Wildman Field where the Sam Houston Texans are ready to kick off for the 3rd time in this game with a 21-7 lead. And we haven't even reached the end of the first quarter yet. That ball's kicked up in the air. It is fielded at the 28-yard line of Centennial. The fielder, he's able to break a tackle. He gets down to the 40, breaks the tackle at the 40. He has a space. He has a block in front of him. A block out at the 40-yard line of Sam Houston. So number 25 for Burleson Centennial, Caleb Guzman fielded the short kick, was able to find a block, break a tackle, and get pushed out on Sam Houston's side of the 40. And Centennial's in a good spot to try to get that touchdown back.
Yeah, and guess who he was pushed out by? His counterpart, number 25, Javian Holman, finally saved the touchdown as his opponent, number 25, Guzman, was taken off down that sideline just like Harper did on the first play of the game.
Only thing that would make that more poetic is if it was down at the 25.
That'd be better. But we'll take it at the 32 instead of the 25. But here we go.
Ball at the 32-yard line. Centennial's coming out. Shotgun spread. 2 receivers left and right with the running back to the right of Torres. Sends a man in motion. Torres gets the snap, hands the ball off to Walker. Walker finds a hole, breaks a tackle, jumps over a man, breaks another tackle, and is brought down at the 21-yard line. Walker made all of that happen. He had a good block, jumped over the block, jumped over a man on the ground, and got down close enough to the first down yardage.
Yeah, finally stopped on that play by, again, Jaden Skurlock to prevent him getting all the way to the end zone on that one. But a big pickup there for Centennial.
And one of the things that made that play happen, too, was Damian Long was sent on a motion from Centennial, and that pulled one of the linebackers from Sam Houston out of the way to give give Williams the chance to break that run. So now 1st and 10, ball at the 21. Another handoff to Williams. Williams follows his block, follows another block, goes into the hole, and he's down about 4 yards after where he got. 4-yard run. Down about the 17, 18-yard line of Sam Houston. So now Burleson Centennial is in the red zone for second and 6.
Okay, Centennial's lining up here.
Looks like Centennial's lining up here. They switch running back, so backup running back Williams is in the game. 2nd and 6 for Centennial. Another spread look. 2 receivers are right and left. Williams to the left side. Torres hands the ball off, fakes the snap, throws over to King. Throws over to Long, and Long is brought down at the 21-yard line. It looked like a little wide receiver screen pass, but Sam Houston was all over it and made sure Long wasn't getting any yardage.
Yeah, Naftali Gay-Kong and Isaiah Terrell met him in the backfield as that little out pass didn't go anywhere.
Now Centennial, who had a chance, they were driving down the field after the short kick. They're stalling out now. It's third and 9, 3rd and 10. Ball at the 21-yard line of Sam Houston. Torres sends another man in motion. 3 receivers to the right. He takes a snap. He drops back. He has pressure. He moves at the pocket. He scrambles. He's looking. He has Long open, deep. Touchdown Centennial. Long was sitting in the end zone wide open, and Centennial gets the touchdown back. They are down by 8, pending this extra point.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure there by the Sam defense, but Long was able to scramble to his left and buy just enough time for his receiver, number 3, Long, to get open. And he was kind of alone by himself. He had about a 4 or 5 yard cushion on him.
He did. Said the Sam Houston defense was looking in the backfield after Torres had got pressured out of the pocket, and that's what left Long alone. Now the extra point is up, and it is good. Burleson Centennial is now down a touchdown after that drive. But the Texans lead 21-14 with a minute and 22 seconds left to go in the first quarter. This is Texan football on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Hi everybody, Paul Lovato from Jambo's Barbecue at the historic Arlington Steakhouse here on Division Street. If your teenagers make your fridge look like you've never buy groceries, then stop by for a Jambo Texan sandwich or our Sadie loaded potato. The king and queen of barbecue meals will fill your kids up and keep them full long after the game is over. Peace, love, barbecue, and football.
Hey, this is John Wade Jr., Colt Football 97, class of 98. And the next time you have a roofing issue, be sure and call Arlington's favorite roofer, John Wade Roofing. Look us up on the internet at johnwaderoofing.com.
And we're back to historic Wildman Field over on the east side of Arlington, where your Sam Houston Texans lead 21-14 in a game brought to you by John Wade Roofing on Zach Productions. Burleson Centennial, after scoring, is going to put the ball off, get the ball set to kick it off. The ball is set at the 40-yard line. The ball is kicked. This one actually gets kicked deep, and it's fielded by Sam Houston at the 12-yard line by number 5, Carlos Santillan. Santillan finds a hole. He breaks to the 20. He breaks the tackle. Makes a man miss, and he's pushed out of bounds at midfield after another big run by Sam Houston. This one didn't go all the way back like the first one did, but Santillan made a man miss and was able to get down to the 50-yard line. So Sam Houston's going to be in a good spot.
Yeah, he was finally pushed out by number 8, Keelan Gregory, for the Spartans on that play. But like you said, not before Sam Houston gets the ball very close to midfield here to start this possession with a 21-14 lead with just over a minute left here in this first quarter. Great Friday Night Light atmosphere here tonight, Jot. The Spartans from Burleson Centennial have traveled very well tonight. I dare say there's more Spartan fans here than there are Sam Houston fans across the way, but it's still a better turnout than last week for Sam Houston's game. You win, they come.
That's what's most important. You win, they come, and you keep winning, they keep coming. The first down snap, this ball is going to hand off to Harper. Harper finds a man from Centennial. He runs right into him. With a little push from the offensive line, he's brought down at the 50-yard line. They might give him forward progress there, but it's a 2-yard run at most for Harper, and Sam Houston's looking at a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, there were a whole bunch of Spartan defenders on that play, but Ben King, number 23, was the one right in the middle of it, and he had a lot of help bringing Harper down on that one. But Harper was able to pick up no yardage on that play.
Looks like they didn't give him forward progress from the extra push from the offensive line. So now we're looking at 2nd and 10 again. Sam Houston comes out, 3 receivers to the left. Harper's on the left side of Jones, tied into the right. Jones takes the snap. He drops back. He looks to the left, looks at Harper. He looks left. He's looking deep. And he takes off running to the right. He has a man wide open running deep. And that ball is caught at the 20, down at the 15, but the 12-yard line. Wow, what a big play. Devin Dawkins was able to break free from coverage. He had 2 men on him, found the gap. Jones was able to scramble, throw it over everybody's head, a nice little rainbow pass. And now Sam Houston's back inside the red zone.
Jones was under tremendous pressure on that and rolling to his right towards the visiting sideline. And he again kept his head in the game and made a great, it had to be a touch pass. I mean, like you said, it was a rainbow and he had to drop it right into the arms of his receiver. And Jones did just that.
That is NCAA precision passing right there that Jones just displayed. I can't do that in a video game the way he did it in real life. And now Sam Houston has the ball driving again inside the Centennial red zone, and we have a timeout on the play. Actually, it's the end of the first quarter. The scoreboard still says 3 seconds left, so I can't tell if it's a timeout or the end of the quarter.
I think it was a called timeout because the referee waved his arms. And so we've got a timeout right at 3 seconds. So let's take one little break here and let's recognize the Zach Arnold Productions reader here. This is a break in the action from Texans football on Zach Arnold Productions, brought to you by John Wade Roofing.
This broadcast is the intellectual property of Zach Arnold Productions. Any use of their multimedia, including audio, video, images, and other content, may not be repurposed without prior express consent of Zach Arnold Productions. We thank you for your cooperation and for tuning in to tonight's broadcast.
And we are back here to Wildman Field as the Sam Houston Texans are driving after a beautiful rainbow pass by Ken Jones, caught by Devin Dawkins. That ball was brought down about the 12. It looks like they spotted him at the 15, even though he slid about 2 more yards. So it's going to be first and goal, first and 10 at the 15. Sam Houston's driving again in the red zone of the Burleson Centennial Spartans. And now we're 3 seconds away from the end of the first quarter. Let's see if they're going to run the clock or not.
Yeah, the Zebras are all gathered at the line of scrimmage, kind of in a little zebra convention there. I don't know if they're expecting to roll the clock and just let it wind down, or Sam Houston's going to actually get to snap a play here because it was a timeout. They should have to snap the ball before they can wind it. They can wind the play clock, but not the game clock.
And as they figured out, they went ahead and winded the. Nope.
They still haven't started the game clock.
Trying to get some Centennial guys on the line, get them set. Sam Houston hasn't touched the ball yet. We're waiting. We're all waiting in a moment of anticipation here.
Now we're going to wind that clock. Here we go with the.
We're going to wind the play clock, but not the game clock. So 3 seconds left in the first quarter. Sam Houston comes out. 3 receivers to the left in the shotgun. This ball is handed off to Harper again. Harper finds a man, makes a man miss down at the 2-yard line of Burleson Centennial. And that's how we're going to end the first quarter after a big 13-yard run where Harper was able to make a man miss, watch him break his ankles, and get down to the 2-yard line. As we get ready to go into the second quarter, the Sam Houston Texans lead 21-14. And we're going to take a moment as we go into the second quarter to thank our sponsors, Chapman Cornelius. This is Texas Football presented by John Wade Roofing.
Hey Arlington residents, are you tired of rising insurance rates? Then it's time to make the switch to Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services, Inc. Since 1984, they've been your trusted local insurance experts offering competitive quotes for all your needs. Auto, homeowners, umbrella, renters, boats, and even classic cars. Why settle for less when you can get the best? Compare coverages today and see how much you can save. Call April or Jason at 817-265-3346. Chapman Cornelius, your local insurance partner since 1984.
Taquería Taco Express es la taquería oficial de Zach Arnold Productions. Extraordinaria y auténtica comida mexicana, aquí encontrarás el mejor menú para el paladar más exigente. Puedes visitarlos en una de sus 3 sucursales ubicadas en Arlington y en Green Prairie. No te pierdas de su grandioso especial todos los martes, Taco Tuesday, de 5 tacos y un agua fresca por solo $10. Para encontrarnos o hacer un pedido, visítalos a su página web taqueriatacoexpress.com.
Welcome back into the second quarter of action here at historic Wildman Field on the east side of Arlington, where the Sam Houston Texans are up 21-14 over the Burleson Centennial Spartans, and Sam Houston's going to start off the second quarter with the ball at the 2-yard line. Coming out in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, sends a man in motion. Now 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Jones takes a snap, rolls, scrambles to his right. He throws the ball over his head out of bounds to avoid the sack.
That was very creative. He was facing away from the line of scrimmage and tossed the ball over his head high enough that he knew it would go out of bounds, so he didn't get sacked.
That was creative, but that also could have been dangerous.
Yeah.
If there was a man there from the for the Spartans, that ball could be going the other direction right now.
Could have been a pick six. You're right. But as it is, we got lucky on that one, and second down and goal.
As it is second and goal, ball's at the 2-yard line again of Burleson Centennial. Sam Houston comes out, 3 receivers to the left, running back to the left of Jones. The ball is snapped, handed off to Harper. Harper breaks the tackle. He's brought down about a yard short of the end zone. So we're looking at a 3rd and 1, maybe 3rd and 2.
Yeah, he was buried at the line of scrimmage by Jack Long from the Centennial Spartans.
And Jack Long's been a name we've called all first quarter for Burleson. He's been one of the shining stars of their defense, but he can't do it all by himself.
Yeah, so it should be 3rd down and goal now. They haven't changed the marker. Are we off on the yard markers, or is the scoreboard off?
It looked like the referees were discussing something.
I'll take 3rd and 2nd and goal, but I think it's 3rd.
Looks like it's the yard marker still says 2nd, scoreboard says 2nd. To us it was 3rd, but I guess not. I guess it's going back to 2nd again. Maybe there's a illegal formation or something. I'm not sure. But either way, we're going to redo 2nd down. Sam Houston's going to come out the 2-yard line, 3 receivers to the left. Jones hands the ball off to Harper up the middle. Harper makes a man miss. Good block. He's brought down inches again from the goal line. So now we are going to have 3rd down, but 3rd and inches. And Sam Houston is knocking on the door again to try to go up another 2-score lead.
Yeah, they were working to the left side of that line that time, trying to run between Duarte and Jones, but they were met there again by Cole and Ramirez by the Spartans.
And the ball is handed off, coming on 3rd down, handed off to Harper. Harper takes to the right. He jumps over a man. He dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And Harper is now in the end zone for the 3rd time tonight on the ground. He doesn't want to get back up off the ground, but he's getting up off the ground. He's celebrating 3 touchdowns for Harper, as Sam Houston now leads 27-14.
Just a little bit gimpy off that play, but he's doing okay. Glad to see him bounce back to the...
Now Sam Houston lines up for the extra point. This one's going to be Maxwell Sane, the junior kicker, number 34. The ball snap, kick, good in the air. So it's 28-14 after that extra point. Sam Houston leads by 2 scores with 11 minutes and 23 seconds left in the second quarter.
This is Texan Football and Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Local Legends Figures immortalizes your athlete's achievements for a lifetime. Featuring 6-inch figures with poses in football, baseball, band, hockey, even lacrosse. Local Legends makes every effort to show Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Pecan Park Dental, where Dr. Stephanie Bangs and her team specialize in caring for the whole family. From routine checkups and cosmetic dentistry to dental implants and treating sleep apnea, they make dental care easy and convenient for busy parents. Located right here in Arlington, Pecan Park Dental is ready to keep your family smiling.
And we're back here at the Wildman Field as the Sam Houston Texans line up to kick the ball off. Ball spotted at the 40, leading 28-14 over the Burleson Centennial Spartans. Battle of 2 1-0 teams early in the September football. The ball is kicked. It's a low kick. Dribbled up, over somebody's head and brought in by I can't tell who that is from Centennial, but he came in sliding like a baseball player in the second to save that ball. Centennial's going to get the ball at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, Sam Houston tried to pull another onside kick, is what that looked like. And they made one earlier, and kicked one earlier, and were successful in the recovery. And nobody would have expected you to try it again in the same ball game. But that's Chris James for you. He's going to pull one out of his hat there. This time it didn't go Sam's way, and Centennial starts off with good field position at their own 42.
But it was a good try by the kicker, Ellie Hernandez. So now it's
lots of movement on the ball.
Lots of movement. Ball bouncing everything. So the ball's for the first and 10 at the 42-yard line. The ball snapped by Torres. He fires quickly to the left side. That ball's going to be brought in by Damian Long. It's going to be short of the first down by about 2 yards. 2nd and 7 on a quick curl to Damian Long.
Yeah, brought down and pushed out of bounds by Isaiah Terrell on that play, but the ball is sitting right at the 50-yard line for Centennial.
Ball at the 50. Centennial down by 2 scores, but they're about to be in Sam Houston's territory. Comes out shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Torres takes the snap, quick fires, curls again to Long. Long breaks tackle, makes a man miss, and he's pushed out at the 35-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Centennial's knocking on that door again.
Well, the first tackler missed, but guess who got him? Number 30, Skurlock.
Skurlock's been everywhere. Skurlock for the Texans and Jack Long for the Spartans have been everywhere today. 1st and 10, balls at the right on the 35-yard line. It's going to be handed off up the middle. And Harper and Walker does not want to go down. Walker gets in. He breaks the tackle, and he's just a big boy. He's brought down on the other side of the 30 at the 28 on the Sam Houston side. It's going to be 2nd down and about 3. And that was a big handoff by a big running back.
Yeah, but he was met at the line by number 50, Ahmad Young, who was able to spin him around and get him down on that play.
So now after that big run, it's going to be 2nd and 3, ball 27. Torres gets the snap, hands the ball off again to Walker. Walker's brought. He slips through a tackle. He slips through another tackle. He does not want to go down. He's getting pushed around down at the 20, and he's still fighting, kicking his legs down around the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it takes a whole team of Texan defenders led by number 11, Noel Lopez, on that play. So he's a tough runner. He's got to be a sizable young man, and when he gets those legs churning, he's hard to bring down.
If I had stats on him, I would tell you how big he is. But from my perception up here, that is a big running back, and he's getting a lot of big yards. 1st and 10 for Centennial. Trips right for the offense. Torres looks over. He's looking for a play from the coaches. He's waiting, looking. He's getting the signal in. Running back moves to the left. Walker's going to the left side. Trips right. Long's up to the top by himself. The ball is snapped. Handed off again to Walker. Walker finds a hole. Another hole. He runs over a man. Gets down at the 14-yard line. So Walker, he's running down. He's not just walking down the field right now. He's running down the field. And now Centennial's knocking on that door. They're in the red zone. It's going to be 2nd down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, at the bottom of that pile for Sam Houston defense, Nate Cole and again Skurlock were both in on that tackle to finally bring Walker down.
They're going to give Walker a break to bring the backup running back in, Christian Williams, the junior. So now we have Torres back there, quarterback of trips right, Williams to his left. Long's at the very top. Sees a man coming. Sam Houston showing blitz. And it looks like, is that a
illegal motion?
Illegal motion on Centennial?
Yes.
I guess it was it after was it caused by the jump on the blitz?
Yep. Yeah, the one of the Sam defenders, number 3 over here on our side, Moreno, shifted his position a little bit and caused one of the Spartan linemen to jump.
Well, that's a good flag to go in your favor. So now you're back to 2nd and 8 or so for the Centennial, and they're going backwards, not forwards.
You know, one thing I noticed in the college ranks this last weekend was there's a new rule that they're really pushing, that if the defense causes the offense, in the opinion of the referees, that's a call against the defense.
That ball is snapped. It fakes the handoff. He throws to the left. Long catches it in on a slant. He's going to run into the end zone, walks into the end zone. So touchdown, Spartans. Down by a touchdown, 28-20. Damian Long. I believe that's the 2nd touchdown catch of the game. And that was on a big play action slant. Long was able to walk in untouched. Now Centennial lines up for the extra point, looking to make it a 7-score game again. Ball snapped, kicked in the air. There's a flag, but that ball is up and through the uprights.
Let's hold it here just for a second and see what the flag was about. If it's on Centennial, they may have to re-kick it. No, everybody's trotting off the field. Looks like it was on Sam offsides, and Centennial has rejected the penalty, and the kick is good. So your new score.
New score, 28-20 with slightly under 9 minutes left to go in the half. And Sam Houston has been able to drive the ball up and down the field. Centennial matches the score. Now they're down by a touchdown. Sam Houston's looking to get the ball back after this break. This is Texan Football on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing.
John Wade Roofing has been serving the Arlington area since 1982, but the Wade legacy runs much deeper in the city of Arlington. A pioneer family that has had roots going back decades, John Wade and Company saw relatives attend the Cooper Street Arlington High campus and has had members play in Colt athletics for decades. and they're looking forward to serving this community for decades to come. Find out more at johnwaderoofing.com.
Las albercas en Texas necesitan servicios durante todo el año. Rummy Pools brinda servicios de calidad, incluyendo limpieza, mantenimiento y reparaciones. Llama al número 469-951-0107 para una consulta gratuita y pregunta por Roberto. Rummy Pools, haremos que te enamores de tu alberca de nuevo.
And welcome back to Wildman Field, where the Sam Houston Texans lead the Burleson Centennial Spartans 28-21 in a battle of 1-0 teams. And there was a penalty on that extra point, and it's going to be marked off. So now, instead of kicking off at the 40-yard line, Burleson Centennial is going to be able to kick off at Sam Houston's 45-yard line, which might work in their favor since they've given up a long kickoff return and had another one returned back to the 50. The ball is kicked. This ball is kicked short. It's a little dribbler. It's brought in by Dawkins at the 12-yard line. Dawkins looks to the right. He runs to the right, and he's brought down by a gang of Spartans at the 12-yard line. They said all hail Sparta at that moment in time.
Yeah, this is going to be the worst field position of the ball game for Sam Houston, so it'll be a real test for that offense that's been pretty automatic this evening to see how they respond to a field position where the ball is sitting at about their own 13-yard line to start this drive.
Sam Houston, I believe, has not started a drive anywhere past the anywhere on closer to their side of the goal line. I believe past the 40 of their side of the field. They've had momentum. They've had field position every drive. So it's gonna be a first one, like you said, to see how they respond to it. But we're looking at 1st and 10. Ball's gonna be at the 12-yard line. Sam Houston comes out in a very tight formation. We call it a bunch shotgun formation. New running back in the backfield for Sam Houston, number 25, Javian Holman. Jones takes a snap. Holman runs out as a swing. Jones looks, fires, has a man, and he overthrew Centennial by just enough where Centennial was able to get one hand on it. You have to get two hands on that or keep running straight. If just a little bit more touch on that, that's a touchdown.
Well, it sailed just a little bit on Jones. It was just a tiny bit out of Centennial's reach there. And he had to get one paw on it. But, we saw in the college games this week, we saw several one-handed catches, didn't we, that were just amazing.
We did. And Centennial was either 2 inches taller or another yard more accurate to making another one there. 2nd and 10, ball trips left. Jones rolls out to the right. Jones is looking, fires deep, and that ball is fired out of bounds in the direction of Dawkins. Dawkins was running a deep cross across the field. Jones rolled out because of pressure to the right. He wasn't able to connect. Now it's 3rd and 10.
It actually may be good that ball sailed a little bit beyond Dawkins because he had 3 defenders trailing that were right on him. And so that was very tight coverage, and trying to get that ball to thread that needle would have been very difficult for Jones on that play.
I'm quite surprised on this drive that the running back Holman is still on the field. They have not switched running backs. They have not ran.
Harper was hurt on that touchdown.
Yeah. So now that Harper hurt, they're resorting to throwing. 3rd and 10, trips left. Jones rolls out to the right again. This time he fires back across his body, and that ball sails short in front of a Centennial defenseman. 4th and 10, and now Sam Houston's going to look to punt for the first time of the game.
Yeah, it was very short, intended for Jaden Phillips, the wide receiver on that play, but it was 5 yards short of the target, and that's the difference. Harper's not playing this series.
Yeah, with Harper not playing, instead of handing the ball off to the backup running back, 3 straight passes, 3 rollouts to the right, all 3 incomplete, and now you're looking at your first punt. You have to stick with the game plan there. If your star running back is hurt, you have to stick with the game plan. Even if you have a backup, the backup's still capable of getting you a few yards and getting you better field position. That ball is snapped for the punt. Ball is kicked, fielded at the 50-yard line, 49-yard line for Centennial. Centennial, the returner, breaks to the right. He breaks to the right, and he's farther out right. He gets pushed out of bounds at the 30, and there's going to be a late flag coming in. That was returned by number 8, Killian Gregory. He fielded the ball at the 49. He got out. He had another lane to the right. He was able to field and got down to right around the 30 of Sam Houston.
John, producer Joe brought up the fact to me that at the 8:13 mark of the second quarter, that's the first punt of the ball game.
First punt of the ball game. That is an outstanding stat. We've had 49 points scored.
Yeah.
In the first point. And many games don't even have 49 points scored by the end of the game. We're 8 minutes left to go in the half.
So what that says to me, though, to be frank, we need to find a defensive adjustment here. The Spartans have been driving pretty easily the last couple of series on the Sam Houston defense, and Sam's going to have to figure out a way to stop this Spartan defense, especially with the ball as deep in Sam's territory as it is going to be placed here, as the referee is still marching backwards and backwards and backwards. There was a 15-yard penalty tacked onto the end of that punt, and that ball is resting at the Sam Houston 16-yard line, 1st and 10.
And that's not what you want in a game that your offense has been dominating. I understand your star running back is hurt in that last possession, but you do not need penalties that are going to put you behind and now give Centennial a chance to score to tie the game. Centennial's going to come out in the shotgun. Jalen Walker's back in the game, the running back. He is out to the right. He motions up to the left. So now five wide formation. Torres is by himself. Torres, the ball is snapped. Torres looks. He rolls out. Looks to the right. He has a man at the 10. He breaks off for tackle. He breaks off another tackle. He's down at the 8. Down at the 5. Pushed out at the 5. That is number 24, James Brown.
James Brown broke that one tackle, but then he was finally brought down by Noel Lopez on that play, but not before they pick up enough yardage for another first down, and it's going to be first down and goal from the Spartans with the ball sitting at the 5-yard line.
The 5-yard line, and then they have the big running back, Walker. Walker's been a beast for Centennial, and you look for him to get the ball here. First and goal at the 5, and the handoff is to Walker. He has a hole. He finds the hole. He slips through it. He is caught at the 1-yard line. Nope, they gave him the push. He got in. Touchdown, Centennial. And now Burleson Centennial is 1 point from tying this game up after a big 5-yard touchdown run by Jalen Walker.
Yeah, there was some hesitation on the call there to let everything settle down, but the referee on the far side, actually the home side, because we're on the east stands here at Wildman, but the home side referee right on the line finally came in with his hands up.
The kicker, Jack Miller's back. He's 3 for 3 on extra points. That ball is kicked up and good. 4 for 4 on extra points for both sides. It's tied 28-28. 7 minutes, 55 seconds left to go in the first half. Sam Houston Texans are in a dogfight. This is Texan football, presented by John Wade Roofing here on Zach Productions.
Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to hear Zach talk about things beyond the realm of sport, catch him with me, Ben Hart, on the Intergalactic Peace Coalition podcast. For nearly a decade, we've been geeking out on IPC about our favorite nerdy thing. We have a back catalog of over 350 episodes diving into sci-fi and fantasy stories like no one else. Find the Intergalactic Peace Coalition at ipcpodcast.podbean.com or download via your favorite podcast app.
Welcome back in. 28-28 is your score here at Wildman Field, east side of Arlington. The sun is going down behind the home stands. The clouds are moving in. It's a beautiful night, beautiful sunset, and it's a beautiful game we're watching. 28-28. Sam Houston's looking to get the ball back after punting the first punt of the game. We've now seen 56 points pop in one punt.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how the Sam Houston offense adjusts. They had a pretty good passing game last week, but I don't think they were quite ready to use the passing game this early in this ball game with Harper out with a tweaked ankle apparently on that last touchdown play that he caught. So a squib kick here by Centennial is brought in by number 88 for Sam Houston, Latarius Wilburn, and he just falls on the ground and covers it up at the 35-yard line. So we're just going to keep it right here during this transition. And John, what do you do as a offensive football team that's been successful all evening running the ball? Why wouldn't you try running your backup quarterback using the same plays as long as your offensive line is moving the other players around?
The way that Sam Houston's been pushing, the offensive line has been getting a push. You have to give the ball to your backup running back. He's been in practice with you every day He's been in practice with you every day behind Harper. When Harper is out, that's when the backup comes into shine. You didn't even give him a chance. You went 3 and out and went straight passing when you've been running all game, and Harper had 3 touchdowns. But Harper's back in the game now. Jones and his trips right, fires, balls caught over at the 35-yard line, down at the 41-yard line by number 17, Devin Dawkins.
So Harper is back on the field. That's a good sign for the Texans, but the first play from scrimmage is an out pass into the flat.
and now your slot receiver Devin Dawkins is hurt. That's been your big play. He had the he come off limping, but he was the one who started the game off
Yeah.
with the kick return touchdown. So now you have to adjust because you're having injuries.
Producer Joe said this game looks a lot like a Big 12 football game. Lots of offense, almost no defense.
It looks it looks about right. Sam Houston was able to get the jump. He Jones fires to the left, fires out of bounds. He tried to catch the defense slipping. He was able to get them the jump. Took the free play. Wasn't able to connect on the free play. The number one, Montavious Jones, the receiver, the senior. But
We got a flag on the play.
Sam Houston's gonna be able to get those 5 yards and move closer to getting that first down.
Yeah, Jones knew. Hopefully, he knew he had a free play on that one. That's why he threw it so far downfield. But the referee's going to signal offsides against Centennial, and that should be enough for a Sam Houston first down.
It's gonna be close. It was about 2nd and 5. It's gonna put them right at the 45 or so of Sam Houston. Just short, but they're gonna go ahead and mark them for the first down. So now the chains are moving. Ball's
Yep.
at the 45-yard line.
Move the stick. Sam's rolling. Here we go.
Harper's back. Harper's still in the game. Trips left. Finds ball off to Harper. Harper finds a hole. He gets up. He's down at the 50-yard line. Big 5-yard run. The first run for Harper since getting injured earlier in the game.
Not bad. If you can pick up 5 yards a chunk, you're doing okay. So it looks like he may be a little tender, but he looks like he had a good strong run on that play.
It's gonna be interesting to see on 2nd and 5 if they come back to him again, where they've had such success running the ball, or if they're gonna resort back to the passing game. 2nd and 5, trips left. Harper's to the left of Jones, tight end right. Jones gets the snap, high snap, takes a step back. He drops back. He rolls to his left. He looks. He fires. He has a man sitting on the ground. He catches that ball, brings it in. First down. Good catch by Carlos Santillan. Able to bring that ball in and keep your hands where they need to be. Your eyes focused on the ball. Look it in. First down, Texans.
Looked like a little slant route there by Centennial. He found himself all alone in the flat there. Nobody within 5 yards of him, and he hauled that ball in and kind of sat on it. He didn't want to let go of it on that play.
He did not want to sit down. He does not want to go off to the sideline either. He's staying in. Looks like they're able to pull him off. Now we're looking at a 1st and 10 Texans. They're driving. Ball at the 37-yard line of Burleson Centennial. The moon's coming out. The sun's going down. And Sam Houston's trying to get in the end zone again. Split back. They hand the ball off to Harper with the lead block. Harper's able to get in 5 yards. 5 yards down. No, not even 5 yards. He's brought down about the 34. He's not able to get more than about 2 yards. It looked like he had more of a push.
Yeah, it did. Landry Laney in on the stop there for the Spartans. And like you said, just a minimal pickup on that particular play. But still, do you think Sam Houston's a different ball team with Harper in the game?
It's a much different ball team because they run the ball through Harper. And one thing that they do also achieve on offense, they put Latarius Wilborn, the tight end, as a lead fullback sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So now second and 7, trips right, Harper's to the right. Wilborn's lined up on the line next to the line as a blocking tight end. I'm surprised they have yet to go to him throwing the ball because he's not covered by a safety. Ball's hands off. A nice power run to the left. Harper gets the ball. He's brought down at the 32. Thanks to the tackle. With the tackle on the play, it's gonna be 3rd down. There was a guard center pull there. Wasn't able to get the first or a big run, but now it's 3rd manageable.
Yeah, he was brought down on that play by number 11, Brenton Harden for the Spartans. They're one of their right defensive linemen. And so it's going to be 3rd and kind of long here. It's about 3rd and 5 here?
3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, and Harper's going off to the bench. They're going to bring back in their backup running back, Javian Holman.
But they got trips left this time, so you think this might be a pass play on this one? It looks.
It might be a short pass here, or maybe a run because the tight end is tight end right. Trips left, tight end right. Holman's in the backfield. Ball snap. Jones, look, he rolls out to his left. He's tripped up. That is going to be a sack at the 36-yard line. And now you're looking at an interesting 4th down call.
Well, he saw a lot of green to his right, and he ran through that gap to head towards that open field. But number 33, Andrew Guzman, tripped him up as he went by and was able to get the tackle to stop Jones.
The left side of Burleson's defense has been called a lot, especially Jack Long. That was a good play by Burleson's left side of the defensive line, getting penetration on Jones, making Jones slip up. He wasn't able to stand in the pocket like he wants. As you said, though, if he's able to avoid that trip, he has green grass in front of him.
Sam's lined up like they're going for it on 4th and 8 here with Holman still in the game, Harper on the sidelines. What kind of call are we going to get? Here's the call we're going to get: a timeout.
We're gonna get a timeout. We're getting a lot of bouncing and shaking on this side of the stands because the Centennial crowd that traveled from Burleson, they are antsy on this fourth down, knowing that if they can get a stop, they get the ball back. Game is tied 28-28. 3 minutes, 28 seconds left to go in the first half. This is John Wade Roofing. This is Texan football, presented by Zach Arnold Productions. Presented by John Wade Roofing.
John Wade Roofing is celebrating 40 years serving the Arlington area. John Sr. played for Colt football and was the team MVP in '76. He went on to play for TCU, earning all conference honors. The family has a Colt legacy that spans generations and wants to help your family's roofing needs, plus gutters, painting, solar, and more. For more information, go to johnwaderoofing.com.
Okay, welcome back to action here at Wildman Field as Sam Houston appears to have called a timeout to talk about the fourth down play here. This is a gutsy call here with the game tied with 3.5 minutes left in the quarter. Coach James looks like he's going to call a play here for a 4th down and 8.
It's a very interesting call, but you've been aggressive. You've been able to move the ball. You've had one stalling drive that you had the previous drive, but now you're in a dogfight because it is tied. You need to do what you can to get the first down. 4th and 8, trips right. Jones looks to the right. He has pressure. He looks up. He fires deep. He has a man, and that ball is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown.
What a play.
Santillan brought that ball in. He brought it all the way in. Diving catch, touchdown, and the Texans lead.
He had to stretch for that thing. I thought that ball was going to be overthrown. But the last minute, Santillan reached out and hauled that sucker in, and that's another Sam Houston touchdown. What a fantastic call by Chris James and Dustin Laswell and Cam Sanders on that 4th and 8.
Fantastic call. Santillan's got arms like Mr. Fantastic. Reached out. Both of us from our angle thought that was going out of bounds. Scooped it all the way in. Now Sam Houston leads 34-28. Extra point is good. 7-point game again. The Texans 35, the Spartans 28. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the first half. High scoring game, and we're bringing it to you here. Texan football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Are you a small business owner looking for reliable insurance coverage? Or perhaps you're navigating the complexities of Medicare? Look no further. Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services is a family-owned independent insurance agency with over 50 years of experience, specializing in tailored insurance solutions for small businesses and their owners. Whether you need property, liability, commercial, auto, or even life and health insurance, their knowledgeable agents can help you feel secure in selecting the insurance you need. Call April or Jason at 817-265.
And we're back here to Wildman Field after a great diving touchdown by Carlos Santillan, the first passing touchdown of the night. 35-28 Texans lead over the Spartans. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
John, I think we've got us a cage fight on our hands here. I mean, this is blow after blow after blow, and that was a big one. That was a gutsy call by Coach James and his offensive staff to call that play on a 4th and 8, with the game tied. And here's the kickoff, and it's a long one to the corner.
And nobody's back to the field. The ball bounces, and Damian Long for Centennial is able to catch it. He brings it back in. He scoops. He finds a hole, and he takes off through that hole. He breaks past the kicker, and looks like we have a tied ball game again. I don't see any laundry on the field. Touchdown Centennial. Man, Damian Long, he found a hole, and he went right through it.
Oh, that's so disappointing after such a great play by Sam Houston on the end of that last series, and then to have a special teams botch on the kickoff. That's sad. That's just terrible.
This game. Everything you want, everything you do, the other team's gonna match you. Kickoff for kickoff now. Rushing touchdown for rushing touchdown. You can't afford any mistakes. Centennial started the game off with the kick, giving up a kickoff return, and now they've got one of their own.
Well, the kickoff went to that, like you said, it went to that corner near the home stands and kind of rolled around the field for a little bit as the point after touchdown kick is good, and we're all tied up again at 35. I can't imagine why your special teams unit would let up on that play, which is what it looked like. It looked like they just kind of pulled up short and weren't worried about it. Maybe they thought it was out of bounds.
It looked like from our vantage point, the way we're sitting, the ball is kicked right to the left. If you visualize it in your mind, it was going out the far end zone on the Sam Houston sideline, the whole sideline. And like you said, maybe the Texans thought that that ball was going out of bounds or that long was just going to fall on it. But he picked it up and he saw a hole. He saw the Red Sea part, literally Red Sea part, and take off for a touchdown.
Sam Houston in their red uniforms tonight and white pants. I'll bet they go back to red shirts and red pants like they won with last week. But they're still tied. They're still in this ball game. There's no doubt about that, the way this has been going. But man, what a heartbreak. What a deflating play after such an emotional touchdown to Santillan, and then to come back and your special teams unit give up a kickoff return for a touchdown.
One benefit that Sam Houston's going to have as they get ready to receive the kickoff, they've already taken one back. Dawkins is injured. He's not on the kickoff return right now. But Santillan, who made that beautiful diving catch, is. He's made a big play, and on his previous kickoff return that he had later in the first quarter, he took back to the 50. He was a block away from getting that touchdown. Maybe he gets his chance to match what Dawkins did and can get another touchdown here. But either way, it's 35-35. The ball is spotted at the 40 for the kickoff.
The other deep man for Sam back there is a different guy also than Harper. It's number 14. Robert Barclay is back. So it's Santillan and Barclay back deep for Sam.
That ball is kicked. That ball is kicked in the direction of Barclay. Barclay gets it. He looks for a hole. He rolls out to his right. He keeps running to his right. He gets down. He wrapped up about the 29-yard line. Barclay had the mindset of running that ball to the Barclay Center in Brooklyn, but he was wrapped up somewhere along the way.
We're going to keep it right here as we've got 2 minutes and 57 seconds here in the second quarter as the teams change position on the field. Jot, this has been an emotional game for both of us. I mean, I'm looking at my two deep chart here, and I see a big red splotch on my two deep chart here. I think Pop's got a little excited. I was banging my elbow, and I bled all over the place.
He had a moment there, like a dodgeball moment of nobody makes you bleed your own blood.
So we got a great ball game here, tied up at 35-35 as Sam Houston offense comes back on the field.
Sam Houston's back on the field. Ball is at the 29-yard line. Trips left, hands the ball off to the backup running back Holman. Holman finds a hole and he gets pushed. No, he doesn't. He actually doesn't. My bad. Somebody else got pushed forward. Holman's got no yards on that run, so 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Andrew Guzman for Centennial met Holman at the line and stopped him for no pickup on that one. And the yard line markers gave him a yard.
And I do not see Harper anywhere with his helmet near the sideline, so maybe he might be done for the rest of the first half. I see him over there now. He's sitting on the bench. He's probably done for the last 2 minutes and 26 seconds of the first half. 2nd and 10. Trips right for the Texans. Jones takes the snap. He's looking. He has time. He's looking. He fires. And he overthrows Santillan running down the sideline in a wheel route.
I think he had to fire a little bit early as that pocket was collapsing on him at the last minute there and last second, and just overshot Santillan. He didn't have time to get to the spot that Jones threw to.
So now we're looking at a third. Actually, they lost a yard on that first down run. So now we're looking at 3rd and 11. Ball the 29-yard line of Sam Houston. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the tied ball game. 35-35. The Texans have the ball. If you're looking at it visually in your mind, going right to left. We're on the visitor side. If you're on the home side, they're going left to right.
There's been a call of holding on Sam Houston in that last play. That's why the yard marker is still at 2nd down, because they just had 10 yards marked off against them for holding.
That's a very bad time for the holding. Now you're looking at 2nd and long. Sam Houston comes out. They have Wilborn in the backfield as a lead blocker. Jones takes the ball. He snaps. He looks over Holman on the screen. Holman gets a gap. He gets a good block on the screen. He's going. He trips over a man. He rolls around. He's down at the 45-yard line. So that screen was able to pick up the first down.
Good setup play on that one, as they were able to get Holman to the outside with some blockers in front of him. And there's an injured Spartan on the team across the way, as everybody's taking a little time out in the action here. Let's go visit one of our sponsors in the game tonight as we wait on the injury timeout here. This is Texan Football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Taqueria Taco Express is your one-stop shop for all things authentic Mexican in Arlington and Grand Prairie. And this fall, you'll now have 4 stops to choose from. Visit the new location off 20 and Little Road or any of their 3 original locations and try their $10 Taco Tuesday. It includes 5 tacos and an agua fresca. They also feature new birria items plus tortas, gorditas, and more. Find out just how much more by visiting taqueriatacoexpress.com.
And we're back to Wildman Field. The injury on the play was Jack Long, the defensive end, who's been making play after play for Centennial. Anytime the ball's ran in his direction, I feel like we've been calling his name 4 or 5 times tonight.
Yeah, you hate to see that. You want to see your opponent at their best. If you're going to beat them and beat them, fair and square, you want to see their best players on the field. And Jack Long is certainly one of them. And we hate to see him come. Hopefully, he'll be able to come back in the second half for sure.
We're 2 minutes away with the running clock away from the second half. 35-35. The ball is at the 45-yard line. Sam Houston comes out, trips right. Jones takes the snap, rolls out, pump fakes, rolls out again. He's looking for time. He floats that ball out of bounds. He just basically threw a jump shot over everybody's head. We're looking at 2nd and 10.
And, Jot, a lot of college quarterbacks don't have the composure to see that play fall apart and have the presence of mind to throw it safely out of bounds. It's good to see Jones being able to do that.
Jones has been very accurate. He's making sure not to throw anything dangerously. He's had a couple overthrows, but he's had a lot of touch on a lot of big plays here. 2nd and 10, balls at the 45 still. Trips to the left this time, running back to the left of Jones. Jones takes the snap. He's looking to his left. He finds a man, Centennial, catches the ball at the 49. He's brought down at the 45-yard line.
That's going to be really close to another first down.
Clock still ticking. 1 minute, 40 seconds left.
Just for keeping it in your back of your mind, the Texans have 1 timeout left here in the half.
Burleson Centennial has 3 timeouts. I didn't realize the Texans had 1 timeout left. They have 1 timeout. Clock still ticking now, under 1:30. The Spartans have 3 timeouts left, but the Texans have the ball, looking to drive all the way down the field and take the rest of the clock off here at the end of the second quarter. 3rd and short, trips left, handoff to the back of running back Holman. Holman finds a hole, good block, good blocking, good running. First down, ball brought down at the 38-yard line by Holman, and now the clock's still running. We're right around a minute.
John, I just noticed that Jack Long for the Spartans came trotting back in for this next play.
Jack Long, he's a true Spartan out there trying to make sure his defense can hold the Texans from scoring. 1st and 10, trips right. Jones takes the snap. He's looking. Long's got pressure on him. He takes the shot, but he's able to get the ball out. He fires for a good catch down at the 35-yard line. Holman, the backup running back, able to get a good catch there. 2nd and 5. And the ball's still moving. Clock's still moving. 40 seconds left to go. Ball at the 39. Trips left for the Texans. Holman's going to line up to the left of Jones. Jones takes the snap again. He looks. He pump fakes. He looks. He's under pressure. He throws the ball away to Holman. Holman comes back to catch the ball, and he's going nowhere. Brought down at the 37-yard line brought down at the 37-yard line by defensive back Marlon Land, number 2.
Yeah, Jones was trying to make something out of nothing there on that play, as it appears that Sam Houston has called their final timeout. And we'll just keep it right here with 24 seconds left in the quarter. Jones was rolling to his right just a little bit, and he was trying to find somebody downfield, but at the last second, as he was fixing to be tackled, he did a little underhand shovel pass out to Holman, who actually received it but lost a couple of yards on the play.
And it was a good job by Centennial's defense. A lot of the pressure has came from the left side of guys like Jack Long, but the right side was able to get in front of Jones's face. He did a good job of getting the ball away to the only man that could catch it was Holman, but he lost yardage there. Now you're looking at 3rd and 7 when we get out of this timeout. It's 35-35. Ball still moving right to left. The sun is almost gone away. It's on the backside of the field house, and the moon is getting brighter. It's beautiful out here. The band of Centennials on one side, getting ready for their halftime show. The Texans band is on the other side, getting ready for their halftime show. The Burleson crowd, the many that drove from Burleson in traffic down 35 to get here, they're ready for halftime. And I'm ready to see if the Texans get in the end zone as they get out of the timeout. We have two running backs in the back. Ball's handed off. He fakes the handoff. He pulls it. He's looking. He gets pressure to the right, pressure to the left. He's running around. He's scrambling. He throws the ball up, and it's caught by the running back Holman, who jumps in front of his own man Santillan, brings the ball in. That's a catch, a first down, and he got out of bounds at the 26-yard line of Centennial. Sam Houston is in field goal range if their kicker has a leg of 40-ish yards.
That was an unusual play there. I'm not sure who the intended receiver was because Santian was right there behind Holman. I think Holman actually stepped in front of Santian and hauled that one in. A catch is a catch, but it was an unusual looking way the way that play played out.
It did help because Holman is about 2 or 3 inches from my perspective, the taller than Santian, so he's able to bring that ball in. Now the next snap. Jones gets the snap. He looks up to the right. He fires a rainbow up there. It's tipped away. And we have an injured Texan receiver in the end zone as we run out of time in the first half. It was a quick bang bang right there. Let me go ahead and recap that for you. It was a spread. It was a spread formation. Jones came out. He took a quick snap. He fired out to the end zone, and the receiver who was down, I can't see who it is, but he's still down. Was not able to bring that ball in, and he is hurt going into halftime.
We're going to get the binoculars on this and see if we can figure out who that player is before we take you into halftime. The trainers are all gathered around him over there, and we'll see if we can spot who the player is for you before we break for halftime. But the Sam Houston Texans and the Spartans are tied up at 35 here as they get the player up to his feet. It's number 4 that's limping over there. That's Jaden Phillips for the Texans. Yeah. So the time has expired, and we're into halftime here. We're going to take a little break. We're gonna spend about half of the halftime letting you enjoy the Spartan band on the field, and then about midway through halftime, folks, stay tuned for a special Texan Talk as Pops interviewed head coach Chris James this week, and we have a portion of that interview for you. And then after Chris James's talk, we'll come back with some thoughts and perceptions on the first half of action and give you some scores from around the district. So stay tuned. Listen to the halftime show from the Spartan Band, and we'll be back with Texan Talk and then some halftime thoughts before we come back for action in the third quarter. This is Texan football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing. Welcome back to the halftime booth, fans, as the Burleson Centennial Band completes their halftime show. And we're transitioning to the Mighty Texan Band at midfield. We're going to take you now to a special presentation we call Texan Talk. And this is Doug Pops Arnold interviewing Sam Houston head coach Chris James about his outlook towards the 2024 season. So here we are, Chris James on Texan Talk 2024. After that, we'll be back with some insights into the first half of the game and some stats and some scores from around the district. But right now, Texan Talk with Chris James. Good morning. This is Pops Arnold with the Texan Talk halftime show, interviewing Texan coach Chris James this morning. Coach, I want to open up this morning with congratulations on getting that opening win and breaking a drought that has gone on for a little while. And we had a lot of fun Thursday night, so congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. It was really a blast for us and the kids as well.
Yeah, it was good to see the excitement and the energy had been building all week. We had that big pep rally outside with all the students there, and then it was a good evening for East Arlington and the Sam Houston Texans. So we wanted to visit with you this year, second year in a row, in order to get your thoughts on the upcoming season and be able to share that with the fan base. And so let's get it started with the topic of coaching. So this is year 3 for you at the helm of the Sam Houston program. What are you most excited about heading into this 2024 season?
Seeing the maturation of the kids. You know, last year we played a lot of young kids on the field. Seeing their growth and development, how much better they've gotten over the past year, particularly at the offensive line. We started 3 sophomores on the offensive line last year. Those 3 sophomores are now juniors, and they played extremely well the other night for us. And just keep looking forward to seeing the growth process take place.
That's great. What is a lesson that you personally have learned at Sam Houston that is helping make you a better coach?
Patience.
Patience with the process.
It's basically patience and flexibility is what I want to say. You know, going through what we've gone through the past few years, I've never experienced it as a coach. It caused me to question myself and everything that I was doing because I wasn't accustomed to that happening. So, you know, being patient, trusting your gut, being flexible with things is everything that's helped me to grow as a coach, being here as the head coach at Sam Houston.
So I imagine a part of that is having to communicate your system and getting the students to buy into your system, and then that culture change. Is that all part of that process?
Yeah, it's 100%, and it starts with your staff. The staff going out and teaching my vision for what I have for this program and this school in general, and then sticking with it and constantly talking about it and doing those things, very important.
So speaking about your staff, you've surrounded yourself with a lot of locals, a lot of men that you've worked with before. How does having people like Dustin Laswell, Brandon Kelsey, Cam Sanders, how does that help with them joining you on this adventure?
Well, I've known Dustin since I was 15 years old. I started coaching with Cam back in 1998. I coached Brandon Kelsey at Arlington High. I have two more coaches, Corey May and Hank Broadnax, played for me at Crowley. And I've always told kids that if I'm ever in a position to give you a job, I'm going to. And it's been so much fun to be with these guys, that I've known for a very long time, and it's given me a comfort factor knowing that things are going to get done the way I want to get done, and the rest of the staff does an incredible job too. The younger guys, I've pulled 3 coaches out of Carter Junior High over the past 3 years, and they're some of the best coaches I have on staff. So that it's been really fun. Growing the staff the way it's been. I think there's only one coach left that I worked with when I was here with Coach Chris. So, and that happens. It's not a negative thing at all. But I'm really looking forward to seeing how we gel together as a group.
That's great. So, what's been your favorite coaching memory so far in your time here at Sam Houston?
Memory. It's mostly the daily interactions that I have. I mean, I've coached in so many football games over the years. That's not what I remember. It's the interactions that I have with kids. It's the interaction that I have with people, adults, and just sitting here talking to you. This is stuff for me that I feel really fortunate in being able to do, and that's what it's about for me, is the relationships.
That's great. So, Coach, let's take a look at the offensive side of the ball. You lost a couple of seniors at high-producing skill positions. Who are you looking to as the starting quarterback in Jones? What do you see in him and his progress, especially after last Thursday's game?
Yeah, I think Ken Jones was very efficient for us throwing the football. He had good command of the offense the other night, and he's a senior. We played him on JV purposefully as a junior last year to get a bunch of reps, and you can see that those reps are paying off right now for him, so he looks very comfortable out there.
The one word I would describe from Thursday night is poise.
Yeah.
He showed good poise and didn't panic, was able to move out of the pocket and still make completions. Would you concur with that?
Yeah, he did a really, really good job. He's got some things he needs to clean up on, as we all do. But, yeah, I see him progressing very well.
So this year with no DJ and with Chauncey Price in street clothes at the scrimmage, who do you see being productive at the wide receiver spot, and what does the depth chart look like at receivers?
Well, I'll tell you, it starts with Carlos Centennial. He's been a steady guy for us. He started every game last year for us. He does an outstanding job running routes and catching the football. He had a couple pretty big catches for us the other night. Devin Dawkins, Dede, another guy who's a blazer. He's got a ton of speed. He's not real fast, or he's not real big, but he's incredibly quick. And he scored a couple touchdowns for us the other night. And then we have a couple other receivers that we're playing on the outside, and then we got a tight end, that we're using as well, that he can flex some as well in the slot position and line up in the box for blocking purposes.
Great. Personally, I love the offensive line. I like the big guys up front because without them being effective, very little else happens on offense. What do you like, or what do you want to see from that up front group?
Total domination by the offensive line. Anytime you have your O-line and D-line are your two most important groups, because that's where it starts, is in the trenches. And football is there's 3 major components to me when it comes to football. It's blocking, tackling, and being able to get off those blocks. 2 of them are defensive, but the first one I said was blocking. If you can block, you can run the ball. If you can block, you can pass protect. And that's where it all starts. So seeing those guys come together, having a better understanding of the offense, having more experience playing against multiple fronts and multiple teams, I see their growth is happening very well.
We saw that Thursday night. It felt like the offensive line really dominated. There were some big holes blown open between center and right guard all night long that were given open lanes for your running backs.
Our running back, Jalen Harper, rushed for 7 yards a carry. I say that's a pretty good number.
That was good. It was good. So can you share, without giving away too much, about what your offense, what you're most excited about this year in the O-line?
Well, I see this happening for us. Year one for me, we averaged about 9 points a game. Year two, for me, we averaged about 15 points a game. This year, I see us averaging in the mid-20s to low 30s, and that's what I want to see is score more points. That's what it's about. I mean, we need to score points, and having myself, Laswell, and Sanders, between the three of us, we have about 70 years of play calling experience. So, if we can't score points, then we got to take a good hard look at ourselves in the offensive staff room and figure out what we're doing and making it as efficient as possible.
That's great. Test 1, 2. There it is. There it is. Okay, what was going on? Okay, never mind. We're back. Let's jump back on. Look,
we have sound here. We don't have it in studio mode, so we just do the halftime videos. All right, seems like we have all the audio problems started, ready to go right before we get out of halftime. Just probably transition to the view. The audio's not going with us, but either way, to recap what we saw in the first half, it's been a very good game by Sam Houston. They came out, great 83-yard kickoff return by Dawkins. Harper got 3 touchdowns on the ground. He's averaging about 5 yards a carry, doing everything they possibly can to carry the game. And Jones is not making any mistakes at quarterback. He's had a few interesting passes with a lot of extra lob on him, but he's been able to come out and not make any mistakes. For Sam Houston's defense, their defense has to come out and find a better way to stop the run game. Burleson Centennial has been able to run the ball, and when they're not running the ball, they're able to get Sam Houston in a position to hit play actions, in which Damian Long has 2 touchdowns for Burleson Centennial off of those play actions. So Sam Houston either has to come out in the 3-4 and blitz outside linebackers to try to push everything inside, or they're going to have to stick to a 4-3 and try to switch up some personnel on the front line to push the running game outside. Centennial's not running the ball outside. Everything they're doing is inside the tackle, the guard, the center.
great analysis there, Jot. As the teams are getting ready for the kickoff, let's try and run through a few of the halftime scores from around the area. Martin is playing tonight against Denton Guyer, and Martin is up 13-0 at the half. Arlington High at Choctaw Field is down 20-14 at the half to Flower Mound Marcus. Lamar 6, Saxe 21. Keller Timber Creek 28, South Grand Prairie 21 at the half. The Grand Prairie Gophers 17, Keller Central 28 at the half. And Seguin, that put up a ton of points last week at Choctaw Stadium, only 7 points tonight against 8 for Red Oak at the half. Bowie lost last night on a Thursday night ball game, 28-34 to Keller, to run 0-2 this season so far. And this is going to bring you right back to halftime here, or at the end of the halftime, in the beginning of the third quarter, as the Texans and the Spartans are tied at 34 each.
And as we come back, the tie 35-35. Sam Houston started off with the ball, which they took back for a kickoff return. They have been able to recover an onside kick, more of a bobble from Centennial than anything else. But as they come out, they onside kick it again. This ball is hit off the front lineman of Centennial, and Sam Houston gets the ball. They come out, onside kick it, and that's how you put a second half on your back, onside kick to get ready to take the ball to start the second half.
That's just unheard of, to try 3 onside kicks in the same ball game, but it's working, and so you can't question the calls there.
If you're not gonna come out and pay attention after the first one that Sam Houston was able to recover, they're gonna try it again until you learn to stop it. But they apparently Centennial's front line is not paying attention. They want to pick up the ball and run. Instead, they're dropping the ball. It's bouncing off their leg. They're not paying attention at all. And now Sam Houston has a chance to capitalize. As we start the second half, Sam Houston's going to get the ball at the 47-yard line of Burleson Centennial, going right to left. If you look at it from our vantage point, Sam Houston comes out, trips right, hands the ball off. The ball is dropped by Jones, but Jones goes ahead, he picks it up, he hands it off to the backup running back Holman. Holman's able to get a yard after recovering that bad exchange, quarterback running back exchange. Then we have a 2nd and 9. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Ball's going to be at the 47, 48-yard line of Burleson Centennial. Again, the score is 35-35. We had a high scoring 70-point scoring first half. Let's see if the second half is just as explosive. 2nd down, trips left, fires over to the left. If that ball is caught by Dawkins, Dawkins breaks a tackle, makes a man miss, breaks another, and gets out at the 36-yard line, right next to the stick. We'll see if that was right next to the change. We'll see if that moves him, though. Looks like they're going to give him the first down. The chains are moving. Now Sam Houston has the ball, 1st down.
Jot, that was a good move by Dawkins on that play, as it looked like he was going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage, but he ducked under the tackle and was able to keep his feet under him and scramble for that first down.
Dawkins, we saw leave early in the first. We saw leave late in the first half after he started the game with a very explosive 83-yard kickoff return. So now he's going to, as he comes back in the game, he makes an impact instantly on that little swing. So now we're looking at a 1st and 10 as the chains are getting set. Ball is going to be at the 36-yard line of the Spartans. Texans offense has been very productive, and they come out now. They come out now in the shotgun. Two receivers to the right. They have the backup running back Holman in the backfield. He has a lead blocker, number 88, Wilborn. But they've done this a few times now. Let's see if they run the ball again. Has the ball off to Holman. He pulls it back. He rolls out. He's looking to the right. Jones is looking. He has time. He's looking. He takes off. He gets up to the 35. He ran out of bounds about the 31-yard line. Good job by Jones to just tuck it and get what you can instead of forcing a ball deep down the field.
Yeah, good to pick up something out of nothing on that play. As Jones it was good coverage by the Spartan defense on that play, and Jones was able to roll out and get to some green area and move the ball up the field for a good 5-yard pickup there.
Now we're looking at about 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. Sam Houston's moving the ball now after the onside kick recovery. Trips left, hands the ball off to Holman. Holman gets pushed back. All the penetration in the world, they are going nowhere. Pushed back down at the 35-yard line. That was led by number 37 from Burleson Centennial, Andrew Hoffman, the defensive end.
Yeah, lost a few yards on that play. We're going to have to find an answer to that on that right side of the line because the Centennial Spartans won that particular line of scrimmage battle.
And for all the running yards that Sam Houston was able to get in the first half, the defensive line of Burleson Centennial has been able to get a good push. Now we're looking at 3rd and 7 after that loss. Trips left. Jones takes the snap. He's under pressure. He looks. He fires a bad ball. He lobs it up, but that ball is caught by the backup running back Holman. He gets tackled at the 39-yard line, so a loss on the throw. Jones made the first mistake that he's made all game. Instead of throwing the ball out of bounds, he lobs it up like a free throw.
I think he was trying to throw it out of bounds, but he threw it off his back foot and it went straight up in the air.
And that worked for him earlier when he was able to catch it when he had Dawkins open. But in that situation, you have two Spartans on you. They're breathing down your neck. You can't do that. Either take the sack or throw it out of bounds away. But it looks like Sam Houston's going to come out and be aggressive. Ball's going to be at the 35-yard line. They're going for it now. 4th and 9. Come back in that split back set. They fake the handoff again. Jones rolls out. He's looking for the tight end. He's looking deep. He has Centennial. Centennial puts his hand up, but Jones is going to run out of bounds. And now Centennial's going to get the ball after getting ran out of bounds. He didn't want to force the throw to Centennial, but Centennial had threw his hand up. He had the comeback route. You have to look up when you're going to roll out like that, especially on a 4th down. You can't run out of bounds and give them free yardage.
Yeah, Sam Houston takes a chance on that 4th down play that worked for him in the first half. That time the coverage was there good enough for him to not be able to make it on that particular play, and the Spartans are going to take over with good field position to start their first drive of the second half.
So now the Spartans are going to get the ball. Ball is going to be at the 33-yard line. They're going left to right to start the third quarter. 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Game still tied 35-35. They're coming back out. They've had 2 touchdowns from number 3 Damian Long, and they roll out this way. They're looking. He rolls out, and Torres fires to his right on the receiver motioning over. The receiver catches the ball at the 49, gets brought down at the 44 of Sam Houston. That is number 8 Kelly and Gregory, who made a few big catches in the first half.
Finally brought down by Skurlock on that play, but not before a big pickup for Centennial.
And they caught Sam Houston shifting the defense. The defensive line was shifting over, trying to match with the tight end. And now they got caught sleeping. It's 1st and 10, ball at the 44 of Sam Houston. Number 20, Jalen Walker, who's got 2 touchdowns already. He's back in the backfield. He motions over. Torres looks to the left. He fires. He catches a man. The man catches the ball. That's going to be Gregory again. He's brought down by his long hair at the 41-yard line. Only able to get 2 yards there.
Good open field tackle by Noel Lopez on that play for Sam Houston to stop that particular play. Number 8 not able to make any yardage. So he picked up about 1 on that play. 2nd down and 8 here for the Spartans.
And the Spartans, they've been able to get down the field too. They have yet to punt. Sam Houston has had the only punt of this game in a game that's had 70 points. Said there's not much defense being played, but the defense has to show up here. 2nd and 8. Torres gets the snap. He looks. He fires to the left. He has a man one-on-one, and that ball is dropped. That ball should have been picked off by the safety coming across. Instead, it is dropped, and it's going to be 3rd down. He had Damian Long, his star receiver, who has 2 touchdowns. One-on-one coverage. He didn't see the safety flying across the field.
Yeah, Naftali Gaycong had that ball in his hands. And as it fell to the ground, he slaps his helmet in frustration. But at least the pass was not completed there.
It was not complete, but it gives Burleson another chance to get this first down. It is 3rd and 8 after that potentially dropped interception. Torres gets the ball. He drops back. 5-yard drop back. He's under pressure. He looks. He fires. He has Long coming across the middle on the drag. Long gets down at the 30-yard line after picking up the first down. He's more down at the 28-yard line. First down, Centennial. The Spartans are driving again on the Texans.
Yeah, Sam brought a blitz on that play. Number 55, Nate Cole, got into the grill of Jacob Torres, the quarterback, but he was able to complete the pass at the last second for a big gain.
And now the Spartans have yet to run the ball with their star running back, Jalen Walker, who already has 2 touchdowns in the first half. We're going to see if they come out now that they're getting closer to the red zone. 1st and 10, Spartans ball at the 28-yard line. Shotgun look, 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Gregory comes out in the motion again. He fakes the handoff to Walker. He swings it to Gregory over. Gregory catches the ball. He's brought down at the Sam Houston 22-yard line. A gain of 3 there. But Centennial, the Spartans are coming out more motion than they did in the first half, trying to catch the Texans off guard.
That would be their halftime adjustment, and right now it seems to be working for them. Number 40, Eric Ramirez in on the tackle for the Texans, but it's a 2nd down and about 4 here for Centennial.
2nd and 4, there's going to be 2 receivers to the right. Walker is to the left of Torres, and the ball is handed off to Walker, and Walker is going nowhere. Good stop, good push by the Texans. They have not been able to contain Walker much this game. That is one of the shortest runs he's had all game. Now we're looking at 3rd and about 5, 3rd and 6.
Met at the line of scrimmage by none other than Jaden Skurlock for the Texans on that play, and it's going to be 3rd and medium for the Spartans.
And the 2 names on defense we've called Skurlock for the Texans and Long for the Spartans. Those are the guys that have came up big on the defenses. 3rd and long, 2 receivers to the right. Shotgun look. Walker is to the right of Torres. Torres looks over. He's looking for the play from the coaches. Coaches signal it in. Tight end moves over from left to right. Number 88 for Centennial. That's Carter Morgan. Look out for the tight end. Ball's handed off to Walker. He pulls it back. Play action. Torres is under pressure by number 31. He learns. He looks. He throws fires across the field. There's flags everywhere. Flag on the right. Flag on the left. That ball is incomplete. Maybe have offsetting flags there. Number 31 for Sam Houston was able to get in and cause pressure to make Torres uncomfortable. Torres rolled to his left. Didn't have a man, but there might be a flag on that play. On that man that he threw it to.
There was a flag on that far side, Judge, but I can't imagine it would be pass interference because that ball was thrown well out of bounds. They're talking to Coach James as if the foul might be against Centennial. Let's see what transpires here. They're asking Coach James if he wants to accept the penalty or not. Either that or James is arguing the call already. Let's see what the referee actually says here. Referee's coming back to the center of the field, and he calls
Holding on the offense.
Holding on the offense. It's declined. There were 2 fouls on the play. Both of them were declined. It'll be 4th down and 5.
It looked like it goes 2. It looked like it might have been 2 holdings.
Yeah, there were 2 calls on the play, 2 flags on the play. Both of them declined to bring up the 4th down.
It's an interesting call when the ball is at the 29-yard line. You know it's 4th and 5. You might have wanted to take the penalty and push them back and make a longer 3rd down. But now it's 4th and 5. Centennial's going to go for it. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. They send the tight end Morgan in motion. Torres gets the snap. He drops. He looks back. That ball is overthrown over the head of Damian Long. Texans are going to get the ball. The gamble of declining the penalty worked out in the Texans' favor. So now Sam Houston's going to get the ball at the 24-yard line, going right to left.
Okay, as we transition here, let's take a little bit of a break. This is Texan football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
John Wade Roofing is celebrating 40 years serving the Arlington area. John Sr. played for Colt football and was the team MVP in '76. He went on to play for TCU, earning all conference honors. The family has a Colt legacy that spans generations and wants to help your family's roofing needs, plus gutters, painting, solar, and more. For more information, go to johnwaderoofing.com.
And we are back at Wildman Field. Texans get the ball. The first play, they hand it off. They can hand the ball off to Dawkins. They put Dawkins in the backfield on a motion, and that ball is going to be ran up for a 1st down. Sam Houston, we have an injury on the play. It's going to be number 19, Jamarian Anderson. And as they come out to take a look at Anderson, we're going to step away for a moment. This is Texan football, presented by Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Hi everybody, Paul Lovato from Jambo's Barbecue at the historic Arlington Steakhouse here on Division Street. You know we have the best barbecue in Arlington, but did you know we cater special events? From wings for your tailgate party to smoked prime rib for your wedding reception and everything in between. We've got you covered. Call us today. Peace, love, barbecue, and football.
And we're back here to Wildman Field over on the east side of Arlington. The sun has completely gone down. The moon is out. It's a quarter moon tonight. It's a beautiful night. 6 minutes to go left in the third quarter. And the training staff is still on the field for Burleson Centennial as they are looking at number 18, Brandon Bennett, for the Centennial Spartans.
Yeah, they're taking a look at his right leg as best we can tell from here. Just the training staff right now. So it may be a cramp in that right calf muscle, but they're going to pick him up and bring him off gingerly. It's a round of applause from the Spartan fans here tonight.
And let me correct that number. It's 19, Jamarian Anderson, not 18, Brandon Bennett. It's 19. The defensive end, Jamarian Anderson, is getting helped off the field by the trainers. He's had a big night. We've called his name a few times. We've also called Jack Long, the other defensive end. So the defensive ends from Centennial making an impact. It's going to be a big injury for them if he's not able to come back.
So Sam Houston coming back with 1st and 10 here with 6:01 in the third quarter.
They have the ball after that first down run by Dawkins. They have the ball at the 34-yard line. 2 receivers to the right. They send a man in motion, Centennial. They hand the ball. They fake the handoff to Centennial. They hand the ball off to Dawkins, who's in the backfield. And Dawkins is able to fight his way up to the 36-yard line. So it looks like with Dawkins in the backfield that Jalen Harper might not be coming back. We've seen Holman on the first drive. We've seen Dawkins now. We're waiting to see what's going to happen with Jalen Harper, the starting running back. He had 3 touchdowns in the first half. So that's a big blow if he can't come back.
Scanning the sideline right now for Harper across the way and not picking him up on the first pass.
This is going to be after the 2nd and 7. It's going to be a swing pass over to Dawkins. And Dawkins is going to be brought down. The defense from Centennial is there. Jack Long, number 16. We've called his name all night. Calling it again. He was also had a little help there. Defensive tackle Kenny Urbina was able to come in and get that loss. There's going to be a loss of 2 on the play, 3rd and 10. And like you said, with no Harper over there, and they also had an injury with Jaden Phillips at halftime, the receiver. Sam Houston's going to be short a few key players going forth. We saw Jaden Phillips on that last play right before halftime get helped off the field. So now we have a 3rd and 10. Dawkins is still in the backfield. Trips right. Dawkins to the right. Jones takes the snap. He looks. There's pressure. The pocket breaks. He fires over the Dawkins. That ball is overthrown on a swing. It's going to be 4th and 10. And Sam Houston's looking like they're going to punt it away. And this is the second drive this is the second time that Sam Houston's punted. But when they've punted, they decided not to run the ball with either the backup running back or whoever was replacing him. They went for swings, screens, and short passes instead of doing what got them there.
Well, what it says to me is that there's a special talent in number 20, Harper, that is able to make the moves necessary using the holes the O-line's blowing up. Just blowing open holes is not enough. You need a talented back to take advantage of it.
The punter to come on, it's going to be the Gakong, the defensive back. He's a safety. He punched that ball after dropping it. And that ball is muffed on the punt. Oh, my goodness. Gregory drops it. He drops it again. He rolls out to the left after he picks it up, and he's brought down at the 24. The return man, Gregory, was not able to field the punt. He drops it, picks it up again, drops it, and then he gets tackled by a whole bunch of Texans over on the Texan sideline at the 24. And that could have been disastrous for Sam Houston as well because the punter, the safety, Gakong, dropped the ball for the punt.
All right, let's take a little bit of a break while they switch sides here. This is Texan football on Zach Arnold Productions presented by John Wade Roofing.
Pecan Park Dental is proud to support local high school sports. If you're losing sleep because your husband sounds like a freight train at night, it's time to check for sleep apnea. Dr. Stephanie Bangs and her team offer solutions to help everyone in the family rest easy, especially before game day. Come to Pecan Park Dental, where even snorers can find peace, and so can you.
Coming out of that play, the Spartans take the field. They get the ball at the 24-yard line. The first snap is a short pass thrown over to Gregory. That ball is caught for a 4-yard gain. We brought down at the 26. So Centennial is going to come out of that break, moving quickly. Sam Houston was able to get a stop. We've had no points yet this quarter after having 70 the whole first half. So we're second down and 7. Spartans line up, trips right. Running back to the right, Torres. Torres takes the snap. He rolls out. An option pitch to Walker, the running back. Walker has room. He has the edge. He breaks the tackle, and he's gone. He's got room. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and that is a touchdown, Spartans. Walker took the pitch from Torres on the option play, made a man miss, and he made his way all the way into the end zone with green grass in front of him.
That was just a good play by Centennial. On that pitch, they had good blocking in front of the pitch man, and he took advantage of the holes that were opened up for him, the blockers that were in front of him, and he took it all the way to the house.
And now the Spartans have a chance to make it a 42-35 game if they make this extra point here. The snap is low, but the kick is good. 42-35, Spartans lead over the Texans with 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. This is Texan football on Zach, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Are you a small business owner looking for reliable insurance coverage? Or perhaps you're navigating the complexities of Medicare? Look no further. Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services is a family-owned independent insurance agency with over 50 years of experience, specializing in tailored insurance solutions for small businesses and their owners. Whether you need property, liability, commercial, auto, or even life and health insurance, their knowledgeable agents can help you feel secure in selecting the insurance you need. Call April.
Welcome back to Wildman Field. It's 42-35 the score. Spartans lead the Texans in the battle of 1-0 teams. Sam Houston has had to punt for the second time this game on their previous drive. The Texans were able to go down the field and make up for it after that big option run by Jalen Walker, the running back. That is his third touchdown run of the game. And now the Spartans have a chance to keep the ball back off to the Texans. Let's see what the Texans can do. They weren't able to run the ball much since the injury to their running back Harper. Let's see if they can make up something here to get the ball moving.
Dawkins and Santillan back deep for the Texans on this kickoff. Let's see if they kick it a full kick or one of them short kicks again.
Ball is spotted at the 40. The ball is kicked deep. It rolls. It rolls down, and the tight end, Wilborn, is able to get the ball, bring it in, and fall on it at the 34-yard line. And that's where the Texans take over.
So, Jot, what's it going to take for the Sam Houston offense to get back on track here without Harper?
Without Harper, they're going to have to trust their running back, Holman. You have a backup running back. He's in practice with you every day. You have to give him the ball and get him going. I understand that his first 2 runs were loss of yards. That falls on the offensive line. But that also falls that the defense knows without your starting running back, we're going to just tee off on your quarterback. So they're going to send pressure. You have to come up with something creative, or you got to get your running back, Holman, get him going. He's a big kid. He's a lot bigger than Harper is. He's got to find holes. The offensive line has to block for him the same way they were for Harper if you want to get down there and tie the game up. Now it's going to be 1st and 10. Texans are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Trips left. Holman's on the left side of Jones. Tight end right. Ball snap. Handed off to Holman. Holman has a blocker for a pull. He breaks off a tackle on the backfield, and he's brought down at the 29-yard line. Number 11, Brenton Harden comes back from his defensive back spot to make a tackle in the backfield. It is going to be 2nd and 15. And we have a man down.
Another injury on the field for the Texans. They're dropping like flies tonight, Jot.
And that's I think that's the backup running back, Holman. So now we're going to be looking at the receiver, Dawkins, at running back. Unless either Holman's able to come back or somewhere along the way, Harper is able to come back and get to the game.
All right, Jot, let's take a little break in the action here while we get this injury tended to. This is Texan Football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade.
The Revamped Football League features former college players and lifelong Madden players alike who seek friendly and organized online competition. Whether you play Dynasty, Ultimate Team, or Simple, play now. Enjoy College Football 25 in new and exciting ways with the RFL. Find their Discord group or learn more at revampfootballleague.com.
And welcome back to Wildman Field. It is 2nd and 15. The Texans are looking at ball's going to be spotted at the 30. And Holman, the backup running back, was able to get up and walk off under his own power. But now the Texans are going to be down to a third-string running back, or they're going to have a receiver playing running back to fill the void with Harper being out and Holman being out.
It's difficult to see the number on this substitute. He's got his jersey all wound up and wrapped up under his arm, so we'll have to wait and see.
2nd and 15, ball is handed off. It is fake. It's pulled. Play action. That's a screen, and the ball is thrown short at the legs of number 23 of Centennial. That is Ben King, the linebacker. Jones rolled out to his right. He looked for the screen. The screen was not open at all. And it looks like that might be Harper that came in that last play on the screen.
It is Harper. It's 20 out there that's got his jersey all wrapped up under him. He may have some extra wrapping for an injury, but that is number 20. I can see it on his shoulder pad.
So now we're looking at 3rd and 15. We know that Harper, the starting running back, is back in the game. Maybe that could be a boost for the Texans. 3rd and 15, trips left. Jones looks, he's fired, he's under pressure, and he is going to get sacked at the 19-yard line. And it's going to be 4th and long. The Texans are going to have to punt it away, and it feels like the air of the home stands is getting sucked out the building right now, and the momentum has shifted to this side to Burleson.
Jot, did the offensive line just stay in the field house at halftime?
It might have been. The offensive line might have took a break, had some orange slices, had a Powerade, and realized we don't want to go out and play the second half. But you can't do that in a tied ball game, 35-35, when you were pushing the other team around. Now it's 42-35. It's 4th and 20. You have to punt it away again when you only had to punt one time the entire game before halftime. We're gonna have the safety back there, Jakong, to punt it. That ball is punted away. Nobody back there to field the punt for Burleson. So that ball is going to roll. Keep on rolling. Right to left roll. And that ball is going to be picked up at the 21-yard line. Sam Houston honestly could have let that ball keep rolling. It was picked up by the receiver, Montavious Jones.
We're going to take a break here as we switch possessions. Texan football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Taqueria Taco Express is your one-stop shop for all things authentic Mexican in Arlington and Grand Prairie. And this fall, you'll now have 4 stops to choose from. Visit the new location off 20 and Little Road or any of their 3 original locations and try their $10 Taco Tuesday. It includes 5 tacos and an agua fresca. They also feature new birria items plus tortas, gorditas, and more. Find out just how much more by visiting TaqueriaTacoExpress.com.
And we're back here at Wildman Field with the Burleson Centennial Spartans. The 1-0 Spartans are looking to make it 2-0. Here over the Sam Houston Texans. They have the ball at the 21-yard line. They come out. 2 receivers to the left in a shotgun. He fakes the handoff. He swings over to the left. That is Long. Long's able to pick up the ball, catch the ball in on the swing. He gets pushed out of bounds at the 27-yard line. So that's going to be a 5 to 6 yard gain. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 4. So 6-yard gain to Long. Centennial's coming out. They're throwing a lot more short passes, not taking many deep passes like they did in the first half.
Playing short, safe, short little dink and dunks, and picking up 5-6 yards at a pop, and that's enough to keep moving the sticks.
2nd and 4. Torres takes the snap. He hands the ball off up the middle, and that ball is going to be brought down for a 1st down at the 32-yard line. That is going to be Walker. Walker has been running like a man possessed out there with that ball.
He was brought down by Scarlock again on that play, but there was an apparent injury from a Texan that's going to stay out there. Number 8, number 8, Devin Glasper is really hobbling on that ankle right now.
And it looks like they marked Centennial short a yard, so it's 3rd and 1. They come out, trips right, running back to the right as well of Torres. They look over to the sideline to see what the play is going to be. Lets the offensive line know. Still shotgun, trips right, running back to the right. The Texans, it looks like they're bringing pressure here. Hands the ball off to Walker. No, he fakes it. That ball is a tight end screen. The screen caught by the tight end Morgan. And Morgan's able to get knocked down after the catching the ball and bringing it in at the 42-yard line. So 1st down Spartans. Morgan had his helmet knocked off too, and we have a Texan down on the field. And while we look to see who that Texan is down on the field. We are going to take a short break. This is Texan Football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
PDA Advocacy Group would like to remind you that autism is a wide spectrum of neurological differences and it's on the rise, now affecting 1 in 36 Americans and more cases found in males. Those with autism have trouble with social interactions, communication, and can engage in repetitive or self-harming behaviors. While the causes of autism are still being researched, we can begin to learn more by visiting nationalautismassociation.org.
And we're back here. The injured player was number 30, Jaden Skurlock. Skurlock's been all over the field for tonight for the Texans, making tackles, making sacks, doing everything he can to keep his defense in this game. So that's going to be a big loss having him walk off the field. But the bright side is he's able to walk off under his own power. So hopefully we see him in the fourth quarter as the game gets tight. We have 39 seconds left here in the third quarter. 42-35 Spartans lead over the Texans. It's going to be 1st and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. There's two running backs in the backfield with Torres. Interesting look. He hands the ball off no, he fakes the handoff. He rolls out to his right. He's rolling. He's pointing. He's looking. And he gets rid of the ball and throws it out of bounds. He was looking down the field for number 8, Keelan Gregory. And there's going to be a flag. There's a flag in center field over at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, great pressure there by number 31 for the Texans, who's not even on the roster. So we'll have to figure out who number 31 is. But he made a great play there, putting great pressure on the Centennial quarterback, driving him out of bounds. Torres was trying to direct traffic downfield. He was pointing as he was rolling, and his receiver never got open. Let's see what the flag was. It's going to be against Centennial on that play.
That's going to mark him back. He's walking, marks him back
a
5 yards.
Motion play. Motion flags.
So now it's going to be 1st and 15. Ball's going to be at the Centennial 37. And we have 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Spartans still lead 42-35. They're going down the field left to right as we are on the visitor side of the stands here at Wildman. Torres comes out, shotgun, 2 receivers to the right. He fakes the swing, hands the ball off up the middle, and the running back finds a hole, and he is, goodness gracious, he is gone. Number 20, Jalen Walker for his 4th touchdown of the game. He found a hole, he ran through the hole, and he said bye-bye. And now the Spartans lead by 2 touchdowns, and the Texans have a fourth quarter to figure out what are they doing, or this game is going to be over.
I don't see what happened on that play. He ran right through the heart of the Texan defense, and nobody touched him as he scrambled.
John Wade Roofing has been serving the Arlington area since 1982, but the Wade legacy runs much deeper in the city of Arlington. A pioneer family.
Down by 2 touchdowns, and the extra point is good. The Spartans are going to lead 49-35. And they scored the only 2 touchdowns in this half. Texans have yet to score as they've continued to punt.
Okay, we're going to take a short break here in between the touchdown. This is Texan Football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade.
John Wade Roofing has been serving the Arlington area since 1982, but the Wade legacy runs much deeper in the city of Arlington. A pioneer family that has had roots going back decades, John Wade and company saw relatives attend the Cooper Street Arlington High campus and has had members play in Colt athletics for decades, and they're looking forward to serving this community for decades to come. Find out more at johnwaderoofing.com.
And we're back 49-35. Spartans lead over the Texans with 9 seconds left in the third quarter. And Sam Houston better start turning things around on offense, or this game will get out of hand quickly.
Well, they need to turn something around on defense too, Jot, because this is not the defense we saw last Thursday night.
It is not. Last week they gave up 3 points to Irving Nimitz. Tonight they've given up 49 points. Jalen Walker has 4 touchdowns, and the last 2 were on big runs of over 50 yards each. So now the ball is spotted at the 40. Sam Houston's going to kick the ball Centennial's going to kick the ball away. Number 43, Jack Miller, lines up the kick. The 2 men deep, Dawkins and Santillan, both have had big returns today. This ball is kicked short up the middle. It is brought in by number 20. That is Harper. Harper on the kickoff routine. He comes back. He gets in, gets down at the 40. Harper, who was injured late in the second quarter, comes in. He gets down, and now he's down at the 40-yard line with 2 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
So you were talking about that Sam Houston offense. What Harper is obviously still on the field. Sam Houston seems to be having a lot of injury type plays tonight, injury trouble tonight. How do they keep going through this fourth quarter that they're facing with just 2 seconds left in the third?
You're going to have to come up with something creative on offense. You cannot come out in the same formations and do swings and screens because eventually the defense is going to catch on. And if they're lucky, that's when they know they're going to press and catch one and take it the other way. You have to come up with something creative here. Right now, the ball's at the 41. He hands the ball off to Harper. Harper finds a hole. He breaks. He's down at the 42. The offensive line looked like it had a block, and then it collapsed. And that's how we're going to end the third quarter. 49-35 Spartans lead over the Texans as we head to the fourth quarter.
All right, fans, as we head to the fourth quarter tonight. Services tailored to meet your individual needs. With the latest technology, the friendliest staff in town, let Pecan Park help you achieve and maintain healthy teeth for a lifetime. Call 817-497-8826 to schedule your way to a brighter smile. Okay, John, we've been talking about this. We've got 12 minutes to go in this ball game. The Texans are down 2 touchdowns now after jumping out to a 21-7 lead early in the first quarter. Now they're behind by 2 touchdowns. What bag of tricks do they dig deep into to get back even in this game?
The first question you got to ask is your running back Harper healthy? Because Harper is what carried you through the first half. You had a 2-touchdown lead the majority of the first half until they tied it up at 28. If Harper is healthy, you give him the ball. Secondly, you got to come up with something more creative. As they come out now, trips right. They hand the ball from the motion to Dawkins. Dawkins breaks around the corner, and he is going to be brought down at the horse collar type tackle, and a flag comes out on the horse collar at the 47-yard line. So a 7-yard run on a motion sweep to Harper, trying to come out a little bit more creative. It catch the Spartans off guard. They already get the penalty on that one. So let's see. Let's make sure it's a horse collar first, and hopefully it goes in Sam Houston's direction.
Everybody's milling around at midfield, waiting on the referee to make a call here. As the ball is tossed back in. Here's the call from the referee. Looks like a face mask against Centennial.
That's going to mark off 15 more in Sam Houston's favor. So put Sam Houston on the Centennial side of the 50 for the first time this half, with the exception of the onside kickoff to start the second half. So now the ball's going to be spotted at the 39-yard line. Sam Houston's able to get down the field. It's the closest they've been to scoring since the opening onside kick. Let's see if they can put it in the end zone. 1st and 10. Shotgun look, hands the ball off to Harper. Harper is brought down. The offensive line did not block, and the defense was able to get back there at the 42-yard line. And that's that bad man again, number 16, Jack Long.
That didn't even seem like it was a blitz, Jot. It just seemed like the man slipped his tackle and met Harper before he could even hardly tuck the ball away.
And that's not, and on a run like that, we have negative yards. It's not on Harper. That's your offensive line. If the defensive end is the first one back there, that means that somebody missed a block. Somebody's falling asleep on the line, and the defense is taking advantage of it. 2nd and 12, trips right. Harper's to the right of Jones. Jones takes the snap. He looks to the right. He fires, throws the ball, and it's caught by Santillan, brought in at the 30-yard line, close to a first down, but it's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Santillan has a great reach, doesn't he?
He does.
He has the ability to stretch his entire body out and pull those balls in by his fingertips. And that's truly impressive for the young man. 3rd and 1 here now for Sam.
3rd and 1. Very short-handed receiver, Centennial there. This would be a good time. If you're going to do a swing or a screen, you do it now on 3rd and 1. But you also have a good running back in Harper. Try to get that 1 yard and keep the game moving. 3rd and 1. 2 receivers to the left in the shotgun. Harper to the left, and Harper takes the handoff. Harper, he runs to the line. He's fighting for that momentum. He's fighting for the push. Let's see if they give him the first down or not.
Depends on if the ref is left or right-footed, it appears.
It looks like there's going to be 4th down, 4th and short.
My goodness.
He ran into the line, and the offensive line had no push for him. So 4th and short, Sam Houston has the decision to make. What are they going to do to get this first down? Because you have to go for it. 10 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the ball game, down by 2 touchdowns. And this is the closest you've been to scoring since the first half.
John, is there a chance that there's a fatigue factoring into the Sam Houston offensive line? Are they just whipped?
They might be physically fatigued, but so is Centennial, and Centennial's yet to show it.
They're not showing it.
They're not showing it. This is where you suck up the air and you go and get that first down. Fourth and 1, 2 receivers to the left, hand off to Harper again. No, Jones pulls it. Jones runs to the outside. He slides, gets the first down. Easy play. He saw he needed a yard, rolled out to the right, rolled outside the defensive end, and got that first down.
Yeah, Centennial was expecting the run up the middle again, and they collapsed on the middle, and Jones was able to slip it to the outside and slide safely for a first down.
The Centennial coaches are arguing that Jones didn't slide far enough. They're trying to figure out where he was down at.
The referee is pointing first down.
It's first down. There's
what
no
they're
replay.
saying is, where did his butt hit on the slide? When did he start sliding? Is what Centennial was arguing, and the referee sided with Jones getting enough yardage.
That was a good play by Jones. It was a little risky though, because that could have went the other direction. Now it's 1st and 10. The chains are reset. Ball's at the 29-yard line. 9.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. The Texans are down by 2 touchdowns. It's gonna be a trips left look for Sam Houston. Running back to the left of Jones. Tight end right. 3 down lineman for the Spartans. He fakes the handoff. He looks for the swing. He finds Santillan open at the 15. Santillan gets knocked down. Big tackle, but he's able to bring in another catch. First down Texans. Very sure-handed person to throw the ball to is Carlos Santillan.
Yeah, good little short route right into the flat there. There was nobody around him when he received the ball, and then Centennial was able to collapse on him. But a good pitch and catch there by the Texans.
Now we're looking at the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone to see if the red jerseys can get in the end zone. Ball's at the 15-yard line. 2 receivers to the right. Sends Santillan in motion. He fakes the swing to Santillan. He hands the ball off to Harper. He finds a hole. He gets down to the 10-yard line. Harper was able to find a hole, take to the right, and try to get more extra yards out of it. Good run. Now he's down at the 10-yard line. So 2nd and 5 or so for Sam Houston. The clock's still ticking. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ball game. Pops, if you're Sam Houston, you need 5 yards for the first. When do you start taking that shot at the end zone?
You know, I want to see you get that first down and then start taking shots. I think you stick with your running back. If Harper's got the endurance to keep carrying the ball here, we got a 2-set backfield now with Harper and Wilburn.
And that has worked before. It's working again. Lead blocked by Wilburn. Harper gets the ball. He runs up the middle. Cuts to the left. He has open grass. Touchdown, Harper. Touchdown, Texans. Harper with his 4th rushing touchdown of the game. And now Sam Houston is within 8. With the extra point, can make it 7. We still have 8 minutes left to go in this ball game. That's a very good, smart run by Harper.
Yeah, Harper, he took that ball up the middle, and then he took a great cut to his left and angled over to the near pylon on the far corner and got that touchdown because nobody was able to catch up to him. So he does look like he's running okay.
Both running backs have 4 touchdowns each, Harper and Walker. Let's see who can stop who. The extra point is up, and it is good. Now the score is 49-42, 8 minutes and 7 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. This is Texans football, brought to you by Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Taquería Taco Express es la taquería oficial de Zach Arnold Productions. Extraordinaria y auténtica comida mexicana. Aquí encontrarás el mejor menú para el paladar más exigente. Puedes visitarlos en una de sus 3 sucursales ubicadas en Arlington y en Green Prairie. No te pierdas de su grandioso especial todos los martes, Taco Tuesday, de 5 tacos y un agua fresca por solo $10. Para encontrarnos o hacer un pedido, visítalos a su página web taqueriatacoexpress.com.
Jot, we're coming back to live action here, and I don't know about you, but that last commercial made me hungry.
It made me hungry too. Taqueria Taco Express with their 4 locations. And every time I think about it during this game, I'm trying to figure out which of the 4 locations is closest to us here at Sam Houston. Here at Wildman Field, it's 49-42, 8 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the ball game. The Texans are lining up. They've already had 2 successful onside kicks out of 3 attempts. Let's see if they can get one here or if they decide to kick it deep. Kicker Hernandez lines it up. That ball is kicked in the air. It's kicked short. It is over the head of the up man. It's brought down about the 24-yard line. So that's what the Spartans are going to take over after a beautiful kick that found the open space and made the up man for Burleson have to figure out if he wanted to pick it up or dive on it. They were smart. He dived on it, so now they can get the ball. And there's 8 minutes, 3 seconds left to go in this ball game. What do you think the Texans got to do?
Well, they got to play defense. I mean, they absolutely cannot let Centennial score on this drive. That's just not an option if you want to try and hang in this game. So I don't know where the Sam Houston defense, what calls Coach Boynton's going to have to come up with to fire this defense up to hold Centennial and at least get them to kick. They're starting out with better field position here. That little pooch kick kind of went into no man's land over there about the 20-yard line, and the receiver slipped and fell. So let's see what the defense can come up with the ball at the Centennial 30, starting their drive here with just over 8 minutes left in the quarter.
They're going to start the drive here. They're going to come out in shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Walking the running back to the right of the quarterback, Torres. Sends the receiver, Gregory, in motion. Sam Houston is a bite on it. Torres takes a snap. He looks deep, and he is brought down. That is going to be a sack, but there's a flag in the backfield, but that was a sack by Sam Houston. Good job to put pressure on Jacob Torres to make him step up into the pocket, make the pocket collapse around him. And if this flag is going Sam Houston's way, it could be looking at either a long first or a good second.
That's the kind of swarming play and suffocating play we wanted to see from the Sam defense. We're going to have to see what the call is. It's holding against Centennial. Will Coach James accept the penalty yardage here? It looks like they will. They're going to back Centennial up and it'd be 1st and 20.
And that's a good way. That's a good thing that you can get out of it. 1st and 20. Now you have to make sure you keep your eyes up. If the ball's handed off to Walker, you got to make sure you get on them. If they come out and throw a swing or have a man like Gregory or Long in motion, keep your eyes. Don't look in the backfield. Stay on your man. Don't let them get this long first down. But now we're looking at 1st 20. Ball is going to be at the 20.
I like the idea of taking the penalty yarders there and backing them up and hoping your defense can stop them, because then if you flip the field and kick the ball, you're going to have great field position for your offense.
The defense comes out looking to get set. Torres has 2 receivers to the left. He has the ball to Walker. No, he fakes it. He throws it to the right. He has a man on the slant. That ball is caught at the 40. And that man is gone. Touchdown, Burleson Centennial. That ball was caught at the 40 on the inside slant. There was no safety back. Looked like a tough one. And that man had a long way to go. That was number 24, James Brown. He said he was going to feel good at the end of the game today. With that touchdown, he is feeling good now. The Spartans lead by 2 touchdowns, 55-42.
Well, that was a very unfortunate play there. It was a good play by Centennial to catch that receiver over the middle. But the Sam Houston defense was playing the run, it looked like, and the pass got away from him in the second level.
James Brown has speed. He has ants in his pants. The way he ran, he has speed for days. James Brown knew what he was doing. He got to the end zone. Burleson Centennial makes the extra point, 56-42. The Spartans lead over the Texans. 7.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. We're here at Wildman Field. This is Texans football, presented by John Wade Roofing on Zach Productions.
Thanks to Pecan Park Dental for supporting tonight's game. For busy families looking to improve their smiles, Dr. Stephanie Bangs offers clear aligners, a convenient, discreet way to straighten teeth without brackets and wires. Perfect for students, parents, and anyone who wants a beautiful smile with minimal fuss. Visit Pecan Park Dental in Arlington and make the clear choice for your family's dental health.
And we're back here at Wildman Field. 56-42 is the score. And let's go ahead and take a second, Pops, to break down that touchdown play. Burleson Centennial, the Spartans came out 3 receivers to the left. They had a running back in the backfield, and they had a single receiver up high by himself on one-on-one coverage. The safety for Sam Houston drifted to the trip side, left the single receiver by himself. All it takes is a 10-yard up and slant. Once you beat your man, you catch the ball. You bring that ball in like James Brown did. You bring the ball in. You get an open field in front of you, no safety on that side. But that's what happens when you run so many trip formations. The defense thinks that you're either going to run a swing or run something to the heavy side. That's what the Spartans have done all game. But for the first time, they're able to look to the weak side and catch the man on the slant. The ensuing kickoff, the ball is brought in at the 10-yard line by Dawkins. Dawkins, who brought one back earlier, he runs to his own man, and he's looking. He's brought down at the 35. There's a flag down at the 15-yard line. So this one might be coming back.
Let's see what the laundry is on this particular play as they change possessions here with Sam Houston coming out onto the field. The ball is placed at the Sam Houston 35-yard line. Good run there by Dawkins to bring it up that far, but there's been no indication. The referee's lost his hat. Almost like he threw his flag and he threw his hat on that play. And he's going to consult with some other officials and see exactly what transpired on that play.
It looked like there was some scuffling in the back over about the 15-yard line between a Centennial player and a Texan. It's interesting to see which way it's going to go.
So just a little bit of frustration maybe at this late point in the game.
Possibly in this flag, but it's interesting to see because he hasn't figured out which way the flag is going. It looks like he might be going towards. Might be going on Sam Houston.
Yeah.
And if it is, it's going to bring this ball back, and that's what you don't need with 7 minutes left to go, trailing by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, the referee was kind of signaling subtly towards the Centennial coach, and now he's going to go over and talk to Chris James on the home sideline and explain to him exactly what went on before he makes the call. Referee's pointing out there towards all the laundry on the field and his hat and everything else that's out there on the field. He's probably going to pull off his left shoe and throw it now. We'll see what happens here. Centennial's defense is coming back onto the field while they're still talking to Coach James. Sam's offense is going to wander back out into the position, but we're not sure yet exactly what's going to be called. And
ball still spotted at the 35-yard line, so we're waiting.
Here's the call. Oh, a target, a shot to the head, and a face mask against Centennial. They're going to offset.
Well, I thought with targeting, I know in college.
Isn't that what that is? A blow to the head?
It's a helmet to helmet, yes.
Yeah. The signal from the referee was a blow to the head on Sam, and then a personal foul against Centennial, and he says the two fouls offset. So the ball should be back at the 35-yard line, and let's just do a mulligan.
The question is the player that was called for targeting, I know in college targeting, they have the option to eject you. Is he ejected?
We don't. Yeah, we didn't get any indication on that. There's no PA system here at Wildman Field right now. This stadium is one of the oldest in town, and there's no PA been playing all night. The Centennial coach is very frustrated. He's waving his hands and hand palms up. They're going to re-kick this thing.
They're going to re-kick it, which is really a benefit to Sam Houston's favor because they've already had one kick return for a touchdown to start the game, and then later on in the game, Santillan brought one back to the 50, and he was 1 block away from taking it for a second return. So it's going to be interesting. It works in Sam Houston's favor. They have 7 men up in the line to make sure the Spartans don't do anything tricky here and make sure that they can get a good return. Ball spotted out of the 40 as we re-kick. 7 minutes, 19 seconds still on the clock. 56-42 Spartans lead. Jack Miller kicks that ball, and that ball is short. Sam Houston was prepared for anything tricky. That ball is brought back at the 35. That is Harper, and Harper is brought down by his face mask, but there's no call there. He's brought down at the 48-yard line, and that's where Sam Houston is going to take over. And as they switch fields and switch sides to get everything set, we're going to take a quick break. This is Texan Football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Hey, Arlington residents, are you tired of rising insurance rates? Then it's time to make the switch to Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services, Inc. Since 1984, they've been your trusted local insurance experts offering competitive quotes for all your needs. Auto, homeowners, umbrella, renters, boats, and even classic cars. Why settle for less when you can get the best? Compare coverages today and see how much you can save. Call April or Jason at 817-265-3346. Chapman Cornelius, your local insurance partner since 1984.
Out of the break, coming back, Bowie takes the field. They're going to hand the ball off to Harper. Harper makes a man miss, and he is brought down at the 45-yard line. Harper with a big run, had a bounce outside. He made number 47 for Burleson Centennial, the Corian Anderson. Oh, no, my bad. He made number 47, Jackson Deaton, fall to the ground and hold his ankles. Good run by Harper. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Sam offense probably needs to move quickly here in order to get 2 touchdowns. We saw Bowie do that last week. Now see if Sam can do it here.
2nd and 3, trips left. Harper to the left of Jones. Jones takes the snap. Jones looking under pressure. Jones is going to roll. Jones is going to fall on his butt, stumbling backwards. He's going to take the sack at the 42-yard line. That is not what you need after a big run. To be 3rd and long. The pressure from Burleson was able to get back there and make the offensive line and make Jones stumble. He wasn't touched by anybody, but it still works out in the Spartans' favor. So now we have 3rd and 12. Ball at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, four out of 5 times Jones is able to scramble out of that kind of pressure, but this time he tripped. He was backpedaling and tripped over his own feet.
So now we're looking at 3rd and 12. The clock's still ticking. 6.5 minutes left to go. Shotgun, two running backs in the back, and Burleson sends everybody. That ball is tipped. That ball is caught by the tight end Wilborn, who's able to bring that ball in at the 47-yard line. There's a flag at midfield. It looked like a screen. Burleson sent everybody in. Was that close to getting to Jones, but Jones was able to float. Another floater that he's done today, was able to float this one in the direction of Wilborn. Wilborn's a big tight end, was able to bring it in, and they're going to wave this flag off and be 4th down.
Yeah, it was a good pickup there, but after that big loss by Jones on the previous play, it still brings up a 3rd and about 4 on this particular play, and Sam's got to pick this up. I guess at this point in the game, it's a 2-down play to get 4 yards.
No, it's 4th down. It's 4th and 4.
Oh, it's 4th down.
The flag holder took forever to move that ball. It's 4th and 4. Ball's at the 46-yard line. Jones takes a snap. He looks over to Harper. He fires that ball short, but Harper is able to catch it before it hits the ground, pick it up, run, 1st down, brought down at the 38. Harper was able to come back, grab that ball before it hit the ground, and work his way to get a 1st down. And now there's a Spartan injured on the field. And while they check on that Spartan, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Texan Football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Hey Arlington residents, are you tired of rising insurance rates? Then it's time to make the switch to Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services, Inc. Since 1984, they've been your trusted local insurance experts, offering competitive quotes for all your needs. Auto, homeowners, umbrella, renters, boats, and even classic cars. Why settle for less when you can get the best? Compare coverages today and see how much you can save. Call April or Jason at 817-265-3346. Chapman Cornelius, your local insurance partner since 1984.
And we're back. The injured player was number 16, Jack Long, a name we've called a lot for the Spartans. This is the 2nd time he's walked off the game with an injury. He's limping again like he did in the first game, like he did in the first half when he walked off with an injury. Let's see if they bring him back with under 6 minutes left to go. Long has been a trooper for the Spartans, doing everything they can on defense. But now the Texans have the ball 1st and 10 after that screen. Ball's at 38-yard line. Fakes the handoff to Harper. He looks. He pump fakes. He fires. That ball is thrown into traffic. Spartans everywhere. Pop said it was tipped. It looked tipped by a defensive lineman. And that was very dangerous because that was going to end the ball game right there if Spartan gets his hand on it.
There are so many Spartans around that dead duck as it was coming to the ground, and Texans are very lucky. And I mean lucky. There's no skill in that one that the ball fell to the ground without being intercepted.
This is where you find all your options here on the bench. This is where you get your best players, your best speed guys, and do anything you can to get in the end zone. 2nd and 10, ball still at the 38-yard line, trips right. Harper's to the right. High snap for Jones. Jones brings it back in. He looks. He fires deep. He has Centennial. Centennial brings it in, and he falls at the 2-yard line, but that still works. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Good play by Centennial. He has sure hands. We're going to call him Mr. Fantastic. It looks like, never mind, there's a flag on the play at the 45-yard line.
And a hat.
And a hat and an injured Texan.
This is not going to be good. This is going to be holding. It's in the area of holding. There's a flag down and a hat down by the same official. Been using the hats a lot tonight.
I can't tell who's more mad, Coach James or the coach here for Burleson. He has his hands on his hips. He is frustrated.
But what a play, again, by Centennial just to get down there and haul that one in. It looked like it might have been overthrown, but Centennial stretches again. We can only just hope that whatever the call is goes the Texans' way here.
And that was a good job by Jones. He had that quick pump fake, and Centennial was open. To see, he had found the gap in the zones for the safeties. It looked like they had 2 safeties split, maybe a cover 2. Centennial was right there waiting for it. But the call's going to be a holding on the Texans.
Yeah, the referee's talking to the Centennial coach, and he issued a subtle hold call, and they're getting the idea whether he wants to accept it or not. So that great pass and catch from Jones to Centennial is going to be all for naught. And the Texans be backed up further.
And the one thing to look at too is the left guard Duarte. He was limping getting up. He had a hard time getting up off the ground. And I know he's been taking a beating out there, but this is that moment where you got 5.5 minutes left to go. You gotta do all you can to get your team in the end zone. Your left guard's important. But
What is that? Unsportsmanlike conduct was the call.
are they offsetting?
Well, he hasn't made this. No, he only made one call. I don't know what the other call was.
Well, because the coach for Centennial was clapping his hands like they got a call in their flavor.
Yeah,
like
there it is. They're
holding.
marching it off. They're marching the holding off. But it looks like that's a 15-yarder, though. That's not holding. That's the unsportsmanlike. They waved off. Centennial waved off. They're going 20 yards, Jot. What's a 20-yard penalty?
You combine.
And there's some Sam Houston player said something to the referee while he was marching backwards, and the referee tossed his hat.
Look, I understand that the kids are frustrated, but as a grown man, as the referee who's the grown man in the situation, you can't let every little thing the high school kid tells you frustrate you to give another penalty, because now you have taken everything out of the game for the kids, and you made it about yourself by throwing the extra penalty at the end and marking them off the 30.
On the other side of the ball, you got to have this. On the other side of the coin, you got to have discipline. Your players have got to keep their mouths shut.
The kids do, but the kids are the ones that are playing the game. They're frustrated. I understand you're frustrated. You're losing by 2 touchdowns, and you tell them to keep your cool. But as the grown man who's the referee in the situation, I don't care what the 18-year-old kid tells me, because I want the game to continue. But now you put the game in the hands of the grown man and not the kids who's actually doing the work. Now you've taken the game from the 35-yard line back to the 24-yard line of Sam Houston. That's a 40, almost 40-yard penalty there. And that is as a player, you can't do anything now.
Yeah, there's no 40-yard play in the playbook.
Because it's 2nd and 48 from what the scoreboard says here.
48.
2nd and 48. Because the grown man as referee took the game into his hands. 2nd and 48 for the Texans. Trips right. And Sam Houston's waiting for the referee to blow his whistle so they can get the play going.
They finally get everything sorted out and get ready to.
After the holding penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and the grown man having a tantrum penalty, 2nd and 48, balls at the 24-yard line for the Texans. He fakes the handoff. Jones is looking, basically looking for a Hail Mary. Jones takes off running. He's looking. He slides down at the 34-yard line, so he's a pickup of 10 after the scramble. Now it's 3rd and 30,
38, 35.
Somewhere around there in that 3rd and 30. 3rd and a mile.
3rd and a long way.
Long way. 3rd and what you don't want to run when you get in trouble for running sprints. Ball's going to be at the 34-yard line of Sam Houston.
They've got to make it to about the Centennial 28
to get a first down.
Yeah. 3rd and 40.
3rd and 40. Jones, since Harper in motion, comes back for a swing. He has Dawkins on the swing. Dawkins looking. He makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line. Now we're looking at 4th down and 30.
Do you go for it here at this point in the game because you're 2 touchdowns behind?
At this point in time, you just send everybody deep. You find the 4 fastest guys on your team, and you just tell Jones, hey, you got an arm on you. Go as far as you can and hope somebody comes down with it.
So it's Hail Mary, full of Mother of Grace, whatever it is this time.
There's 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the game. Spartans still lead 56-42. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. 4th and 33, ball at the 39-yard line of Sam Houston. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Harper in the backfield with Jones. And Centennial has everybody back playing sticks right now. Jones looks, he fires one deep, and that ball is picked off at the 29-yard line of Burleson Centennial. Burleson Centennial picks the ball off the 29-yard line, and that's basically going to do it. But we're going to take a break real quick. There's an injured player on the field for the Spartans. This is Texan Football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Looking for the most unique gift for your student or athlete? Local Legends Figures has you covered. The custom 6-inch figures are designed with you and your legend in mind. They even immortalize yours truly with a custom, never-before-used model to create a Zach the Voice figure for my 30th birthday. Huge thanks to our friends at Local Legends Figures. See pricing and place orders at locallegendsfigures.com.
And after the interception, the injured player, number 11, who picked the ball off for Burleson, is Brendan Harden, the defensive back. He is walking off under his own power.
You know what, Jot? They must have called that. The ball is back at the original line of scrimmage from when Sam threw that interception. The ball should be back at the 30.
I don't know.
At the Centennial 30, but it's at the Sam 40.
He might not have came down with the ball.
Yeah, he had to have lost it, and they just brought it back to that fourth down line of scrimmage.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10, Spartans ball at the 40-yard line, trips left. They're going to have Walker, the running back, left of the quarterback, Torres. It's 3 minutes 55 seconds left to go in the game. 2-score lead. The handoff is to Walker. Walker finds a hole, and he's pushing. He's a big kid pushing his way up. 1st down. He's going to get the 10-yard run at the 30-yard line, down to the 30-yard line. And that was a big push by Centennial's offensive line. We have another Texan slow to get up. That's number 11, Noel Lopez for Sam Houston. He's slow to get up, but he's shaking it off. He's going to stay out there. Got 3.5 minutes left to go. 2-score lead. And Burleson Centennial is taking their time to get the play in.
Well, they're going to milk that clock as much as they can. Yeah, I would anticipate they're going to run the ball in order to just hopefully run the clock out.
5 seconds left to go on the play clock, on the shot clock. 4, 3. The ball is snapped to Torres. Torres hands the ball off to Walker. He's going to get down for a 1-yard gain. A 1-yard gain.
Yeah, they're just going to let the clock run.
Clock still ticking. 2 minutes, 52 seconds left to go in the game. 2-scored lead.
Sam Houston does have all 3 of their timeouts left here. We'll see if they start using them in order to try and get the offense the ball back.
We'll take another score. We'll take a score update from around the corner over at Choctaw Stadium. Zach Arnold over at cover the Arlington High Colts. They're trailing 35-47 in the 4th quarter. The Flower Mound Marcus.
They're in a little better situation than we are here at Wildman. Hope's alive over at Choctaw for the Colts.
As the Spartans wait for the play clock to get all the way down, hand the ball off. 2 seconds left to go. 1st down. The ball is handed off to Walker, and he is going to be stopped at the 25-yard line.
But not before he picks up another 1st down and a new set of downs.
New set of downs. That clock is going to keep on ticking. 2 minutes left to go. There's 3 timeouts left for the Texans, but at this point in time, you're down 2 scores. It's just easier to let them run the clock out unless your defense can try to get a strip here.
Yeah, we'll take a chance to remind you to stay tuned for the John Wade post-game show as soon as the time clicks out. We may be able to have the camera inside the booth here, but if it goes the same way as halftime does, we may stay on Zap you so you can actually hear us. Had a little problem with the audio when we went to the in-house camera, so we'll see how that goes.
3 seconds left to go on the shot clock, on the play clock. The ball is going to be handed off again up the middle to Walker. He's going to be down at the 22-yard line. The Texans are able to get a big push there. 2nd and 10. Minute 20 left to go in the game. 2-score lead. This game is all about over 2 scores. A minute left. The clock's still ticking.
Yeah, we're down to just over a minute left in this ball game. It's pretty academic at this point how it's going to turn out. Sam Houston's going to suffer their first loss of the season here. They played great in the first half, but it seemed like halftime adjustments went in the way of Centennial. And I don't think the defense for Sam has played anywhere the same caliber what they played last week against Nimitz.
On the 2nd down, the ball's going to be handed off again. Make the clock run. There's going to be a flag up the middle, but not without...
Thanks to Pecan Park Dental for supporting tonight's game. For busy families looking to improve their smiles, Dr. Stephanie Bangs offers clear aligners, a convenient, discreet way to straighten teeth. The revamped Football League features former college players and lifelong Madden players.
It's going to be in the middle, possibly a holding. And this big Burleson crowd is 41 seconds away from driving back down 35 happy with the win.
Yeah, we're just going to have to... the other possibility is that the caliber of opponent in this week's ball game is just a better opponent, and the Sam Houston defense is kind of showing their ability versus a better opponent.
That's going to be marked off. Looks like it was a holding call. It's going to mark it off. Still 41 seconds left to go. Like you said, it's the caliber of opponent, but some of it's going to be the halftime adjustments that were and weren't made. You were able to get 35 in the first half. They were able to get 35 So the defense took a shot the first half, but but Centennial made the adjustments, especially once your running back Harper got hurt. It was a different half.
Well, and I wonder too if this was just a more physical game and it took its toll on the Texans. When you look at the sideline, Sam Houston in general has about half the number of players that Centennial has that have come out for football. And so when you got players playing both sides of the ball, you got players that are getting injured. I mean, we had a lot of injuries tonight, and we got a lot of banged up players out there. I think that's making a difference.
And now we're going to go ahead and take a knee here with 20 seconds and click on ticking down. Centennial takes a knee at the 28-yard line, and they are going to walk away with the win here, 56-42 over the Sam Houston Texans. Burleson Centennial, the Spartans, are going to go to 2-0 after 2 back-to-back wins, while the Texans are going to go to 1-1 and looking to recover and regroup going into next week.
Let's take a short break here to get one more commercial break in, and then we'll come back for the John Wade postgame show. This is Texan Football on Zach Arnold Productions, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Las albercas en Texas necesitan servicios durante todo el año. Romy Pools brinda servicios de calidad, incluyendo limpieza, mantenimiento y reparaciones. Llama al número 469-951-0107 para una consulta gratuita y pregunta por Roberto. Romy Pools, haremos que te enamores de tu alberca de nuevo.
We're going to switch back to ZapView because at least on ZapView you can hear us. We'll have to figure out what the technical glitch is there with the framed camera shots, but let's wrap this game up. Jot, what do you see having happened here tonight at Wildman Field to the Sam Houston Texans?
Here in the Wildman Field, the Sam Houston Texans had a tale of two halves. The first half, they came out, they were explosive on offense. Harper was the player of the game for Sam Houston. He had 4 rushing touchdowns, 3 of them in the first half. But once he got injured late in the first half, it took some of that feeling out of the hands of Sam Houston. The momentum switched after Burleson Centennial was able to take a 2-score lead at 49-35. Sam Houston wasn't able to recover from that momentum, but I think the offense was able to play great compared to what they did last week. They put up more points. They did everything they could. Everything was clicking, at least in the first half.
All right, this is the 5th quarter postgame show presented by John Wade Roofing. We'd like to remind you that John Sr. played for Arlington High and was team MVP in 1976. He also played for TCU and UTA football, earning all conference and conference champion honors. After a stint with the Houston Oilers, he started roofing in 1982 and never looked back. His legacy on the gridiron is now matched by the legacy the company has built in the community for over 40 years. The next time you have roofing needs or gutters, painting, solar, or more, call the family that does more at 817-265-5520. John Wade Roofing. Okay, John, so where does Sam Houston go from here? What do they look forward to in this next week as they prepare for their next game?
The biggest takeaway is that your offense was able to put up points. You know you have a very solid running back, and your offensive line was able to do everything they wanted to in the first half. Quarterback Ken Jones made no mistakes at all. First or second half, no picks. He had some bad throws, but he had some good time touch throws, which is a good momentum as well. It's just some of that's got to be keeping that momentum throughout the game, which is conditioning. On the defense, you're gonna have to figure out what happened this week. What happened last week that didn't happen this week going forward, because you're gonna get tougher opponents. And going forward, you're gonna have to be able to you can keep up with them. You often showed that. But somebody you're eventually gonna have to stop not to get into shootouts every game.
Yeah. I want to highlight a good sportsmanship display here by the Centennial Spartans. As the Sam Houston football team went over to the Mighty Texan band on the home side over there, the Spartan football team stood very respectfully facing the Sam Houston sideline. at about the 30-yard line, and they stood respectfully as the Sam Houston alma mater played. And when that was finished, then they came back to their band and they're playing their honoring their alma mater now. I think that's a great display of sportsmanship after a big win like this for the Centennial. I like to see that.
It is, and when you have kids that obviously, as you saw in the fourth quarter, emotion does take a big part of some of the things that happen, especially with flags and sportsmanlike conduct, things like that. It's good to know at the end of the 48 minutes that you played, hey, that was a good team. We did everything we could. We left it on the field. And now we can go on about our day as humans in this world and not just be mortal enemies, even if we had that between the goal line to goal line.
Yeah. So let's take a little bit of a look at some of the other scores around the area tonight. We remind you that Arlington Bowie lost last night to Keller, 34-28. Across town at Choctaw, it seems to be a final now. Flower Mound Marcus 47, the Arlington Colts 35, as the Colts drop to 1-1 tonight. Martin Warriors drop to 0-2 as they lose to Denton Guyer 13-35. Well, I'm sorry, it is not a final. It's in the fourth quarter there, but Denton Guyer is up 35-13 over Martin. Apologize for that mistake there on the final score. In the fourth quarter, over at the Gopher Warrior Bowl, the South Grand Prairie Warriors 41, the Timber Creek Falcons 45. That's a barn burner over there, Jot.
That is a high scoring game over there.
Yeah, just like ours here. Let's see. Let's go on down the list here. The Grand Prairie Gophers in a final lose to Keller Central 30-42. The Lamar Vikings in a final lose to Saxe 43-6. The Saxe Mustangs 43, Lamar 6 tonight. The final here 56-42 in our ball game, and Seguin in the third quarter against Red Oak. Seguin 36, Red Oak 14. So that's quite a difference from their halftime score. So, Jot, any final thoughts tonight as we get ready to wrap this thing up and take it to the house? Any final thoughts on this ball game and this experience here at Wildman Field tonight?
Both teams fought hard. But what's the expression Rasheed Wallace says? Both teams played hard, my man. Both teams played hard. They left it on the field. It was a 98-point game. Sam Houston was not able to come out on the winning side of it, but they showed a lot on offense. The defense still fought when they needed to. It's just they weren't able to make the stops down. They weren't able to make the stops, especially down the stretch. But Centennial came in here, a team that neither one of us knew much about. They did everything they could to get the win, and Centennial has a good running back, a good offense. Sam Houston also has a good running back, good offense, and it was an evenly matched game up to a certain point.
Yeah. It was a great, exciting ball game in the first half, and the second half just a little bit of a letdown and a disappointment, and the final score ended up in the wrong direction for Sam Houston tonight. So we'd like to remind you that the Texans' next game will be Thursday, September 12th at Irving MacArthur. There will be no broadcast for that road game for the Sam Houston Texans, but they'll be back online for the Battle of New York Avenue between Bowie and Sam Houston here at Wildman Field on September 20th. The next game for Zach Arnold Productions, Friday Night Lights, September 13th, featuring Arlington at Weatherford on Facebook Live, and Bowie versus Coppell here at Wildman Field on YouTube. Both of those games are scheduled for a 7 p.m. kickoff.
And the Bowie-Coppell game is going to be very interesting. Bowie was recently ranked number 5 in the Metro of North Texas teams, but they are trailing now late in the third quarter. They're being shut out at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see what the Coppell team brings to Bowie, both teams with high expectations, but yet haven't really performed up to them.
All right. Well, for all of us here at Zach Arnold Productions from Wildman Field, Jot, Pops, and producer Joe, we want to thank you for supporting local football and local businesses by tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Until next time, good night from East Arlington.